Team Spirit had to fight hard to get here. A never-ending 5-hour match against G2 in the quarterfinals. Left them bruised, left them exhausted, but hungry as ever to defend their trophy here in Cologne. Anubis, our first map. Mirage next, Dust decider. Lanxess, are you ready? Let the semi-finals begin.
T-side, Spirit get to be the guys setting the pace, setting the tone at which this semi-final operates. And already they're wasting no time making their presence known. Quick play out towards main, but this is all a little ruse. Bomb waits back over towards middle. They're going to keep Falcons guessing throughout the start of Anubis. Nico and m0NESY haven't moved a muscle. Ethan, the call from the get-go.
It's tense, but eventually the onus is on Spirit to make this move. Tess says alone in the heavens. Spirit charge in.
Nico onto the dome straight away, but m0NESY lives up to his end of the bargain out here in middle. Those dual Berettas tear through Team Spirit. As they go looking for any semblance of control, the net only grows tighter around Spirit to start the semis. Falcons choke him out, pistol round secured, 5 alive at the end of it.
Yeah, still two struggling teams in pistols across this tournament so far, even into the playoffs. Yesterday for Spirit it was decided off of force buys more often than not. So important for Falcons to lock that in because they have struggled in their second rounds. Team Spirit take the breather, full eco coming in, Glocks across the board. Consider this a 2-for-0 start. Chance to settle your nerves on the stage. And you can't say Spirit don't have that experience, and I'm not even talking about last year, just yesterday, spending 5 hours in a battle against G2. It was meant to be a lopsided quarterfinal. Spirit were put to the test. They still have some leveling up to do against the Falcons, who have that faith, and that goes a long way.
I think it's almost hard to quantify when it comes to Team Spirit with the game they had, both to get them into the Lanxess, but also their first one with this squad up on the stage. Two very drawn-out games versus opponents you like to think they should be beating easy. But on one hand, they show the resilience, right? The ability to claw it back. They do that without a coach.
And I think that's a key takeaway for me. It's the fact that they did win those games, right? You can credit, or you can question the accomplishment of Spirit, how difficult those games were, how difficult they should have been. But at the end of the day, faced with multiple overtimes, multiple elimination points, Spirit still weathered the storm. That is resilience. That is what you need to win. That is what Falcons have struggled with prior to Carrigan joining this roster. And so Spirit know they can win from any position. First gun round now. Falcons have a couple of moves in play. Late flashes on this B site get them aggressive.
Anthony is hanging around for exactly this. This is a move that Falcons like to pull in. These are flashes that m0NESY coined. No contact from the back of it. Ends in a stalemate out towards B.
It's time and attention wasted. It draws Spirit into this B bomb site. Donk ran through that molly just to stop the Falcons push. And that first duel might be between Donk and Kiyasuke. Static on this B site, playing in the open. Spirit keep up appearances, utility into middle. Magic's kicking up a fuss, but this B bomb site is the object of their desires. And Kiyasuke has fallen for it.
Carrigan here Man, against a sea of Team Spirit players. Smoke's gonna buy you a couple more seconds, but the rest of the Falcons are a long way from home. Now group, they'll clear out middle. This one smoke has bought so much time.
They can move now.
And so they start to rotate bodies over, and a lot of them are that. Spirit losing the timing on this site hit. Reinforcements arrive. It's Kiyasuke with the spot. Nico, though, first to strike. And this chokehold has to get broken. Donk and Shiro come through with entries. Magic's now spotted, knows about Carrigan. Captain's clash, and he comes out on top. But it's Tessa's fast flank, trying to reel it in. Time real low, they need this kill, and Donk bails them out.
Cannot believe Spirit win that round. Falcons did everything right at the start. They don't fall for the tricks. They re-clear middle. They have a stack on that B-bomb site, but they give away so much space to Team Spirit. Spirit just walk all over them. Very impressive, a late round clutch out here from Donk and Co. Falcons can't celebrate too soon. Successive pistol. Already coming down to this one money-breaking round.
Always trying to make a move. Always trying to push the boat out, but they'll go right into all of Spirit. Openers gifted. And you might just look to try and play this one with a bit of pace. 2 quick entries. One more man lies in wait. It's Nico on the chopping block. Teammates again a long way away, and so Nico needs to do something spectacular. It's damaged, but Donk's gonna best him in that head-to-head.
Spirit are so comfortable and in being patient in these scary moments. They get a lot of entries, they get spotted. Falcons are moving all over the map, they're flanking from B. Spirit are fine to sit back, relax, and acclimatize. Get that second wave of utility in. Nico's just standing there stuck in the open, not knowing when he's going to get swung, and Spirit able to do it with ease. This is a really good sign for Donk starting strong. It's super hard to characterize that game from him yesterday, because while he goes and gets 40 kills across Mirage, it didn't feel like the Donk that we see every day. He was getting traded a lot. G2 had a lot of plans on how to deal with him, one-for-ones in many, many rounds, and we know for Donk, that's not what he wants. So already starting off both these gun rounds with a couple of massive entries here from Donk. Let's put Spirit in the right place. Falcons saving guns, that's all they'll have next round.
Terrorists win.
Slow and steady for Spirits.
Yeah, no issues here for them out of the gate. The slower style lending itself well to the aggressive move that Falcons have looked to make. All sitting up top of the board. I mean, it's everything you like to see if you're a Spirit fan. The 2 hero guns to work with here. Carrigan. Kiyasuke. Found playing together here. Now worlds apart. But Carrigan dead first. That's one of those rifles removed. Even though you're going to scramble a stack in place here, play a bit of a gamble, Spirit are in no position where they've got to commit. Plenty of time left. And maybe expecting a stack. Donk will hang around. Ooh, well swung. That proves to be one too many. Zontic's going to try and tame them here, but that molly forces you back. Now weapons retrieved.
Spirit are between two minds. They want to stop these guns from getting picked up. They also want to run the bomb away. So while they get this MTB bomb site, they still are trying to fight main. Will that feed more weapons to the Falcons as running decoys for them manage another kill? No way Kiyasuke does this all on his own.
Look who's ahead of the curve on this rotation. Nico already in position. This is not a round that they were meant to win. Tania left in this all alone. He's got the time to go for a bomb plant. But up until now, this whole round has been built around setting up Kiyasuke. 3 players about to face him. And that first shot not connecting. There's the crushing blow. Modesty the one to deal it. That is not the round the Falcons are meant to pull through on. But every step of the way, they've got unshakable faith in their rookie.
Yeah, just Tessa's wide swinging. Kiyosuke peeks off of him. Monesi does the same. Everyone puts their life on the line for this rifle to find the glory. And Kiyosuke, with 3 kills, gets him out of there with ease. They run so he can walk it over the line. That's a shocking round to lose. And you see those POVs of Spirit looking shook, trying to track that spray.
And where with Falcons of the past, we so often used to home in on the unthinkable rounds they lost. Since Carrigan moved in, it's the unthinkable rounds they win. And this is where I think the lack of a coach for Spirit really could come to hurt them. We've been giving Magix a hell of a lot of praise up until now. He's played a lot of close games on this run to get to this semi-final. For his first outing at the Major as a captain. But if there ever was a game where you're going to really feel the burn, the lack of a coach, it feels like it's destined to be this one.
And first time in the Lanxess as well for Magix. It's almost surprising to hear, right? We saw this guy on a major stage back in Team Spirit in 2022 against Carrigan in that Antwerp game. And so experience, but also incomparably so to the Falcons captain. Already a spanner in the works here with Falcons winning that eco round. Spirit got to keep it tight here. Running low on util already, but slowly gaining space. They've got that mid control. Falcons haven't really vied for it at the beginning of any of these rounds, and Magix has got the read. He has pushed all the way through as Spirit get ready to assault B.
Monesi and Kiyosuke here. Side by side, it's the Orb looking for an opening, and they'll strike in tandem. Monesi puts a bit of distance between himself and Main. This spam's coming close, and it won't be enough to thwart him. Shiro gets rid of that AWP.
Flank is in.
This is all the while Magix was working an entirely different angle, out through middle. Bomb rotates around to try and join him, and he's in a position to try and throw the timings through a loop. Carrigan dead on that rotation. This boost allows Tesses to catch them both! And so a bit of ingenuity goes a long way. Tania again thrust into a clutch. This time he's got 2 1v1s in front of him. Player from main, player from mid. He'll battle forward, goes looking for Tesses, and can't reel him in.
Oh, Nico happy to set up his players, even setting up his support staff. Tessa's over the top with a triple kill, and Tania in another clutch. That's not the guy you want in the clutch here for Team Spirit. He's looking uncomfortable. He was meant to be the hard-headed entry, keen to run in first, be alongside Dong, taking over a lot of these entry duties on the T side at times. But looking very uncomfortable in these 1vx's is Tania. He was the hole yesterday in Team Spirit's bucket on that CT side. And so you do not want that continuing here in this semi-final, as Falcons pounce and win more and more difficult rounds. Spirit finally broke. Triple B on the anti-eco. Again, Falcons lean away from the middle of the map. At what point will Spirit really start to abuse that position? As the desk was setting up, so many uncertainties on this map for Falcons, mainly because only saw Carrigan pull it through here at the Major. Didn't touch it at Astana. 3 wins in a row. Tight wins, but wins nonetheless for the Falcons here at Cologne. Make that 2 rather. Na'Vi and Vitality both going into overtime.
Tight set on this B play, but that's where the stack is for the Falcons. 1 step ahead. This is a mowdown. Not an inch of ground gained for Team Spirit. And so a commanding lead building up at the start of this semi-final. Breakthrough round coming off the hero guns. And that's where the fortunes have changed a bit for the Falcons. Able to respond even on the back of that Magic's mid flank. Now in control over the money. They've got Spirit in a vulnerable position, trying to collect as much as they can on this CT half before the swap.
It's looking very calm right now for Falcons. This is one of the more aggressive moves we've seen. Nico pushed up close in the middle. He's got supportive orb. Honestly, never far away. Kiyosuke really all eyes on him on this B site because side by side with Carrigan, who, yes, has added a lot of the intangibles for Falcons, but we've still seen the struggles as an individual, especially on his CT side, holding positions. Nico, that molly falls just shallow. Spirit avoid the extra damage. Magic's already down low. Zontic's got to be careful.
Nade has not deterred Nico from playing this aggressive stance out towards mid. Available for a quick drop down should they need him.
That molly miss is huge.
Yasuke will get flushed out of there at least. It's going to give over this control. Dark taken by Team Spirit. Eyes set on the B play again. Been the real object of their desire to start this semi. 3 strong for the Falcons. They're in position. They're ready for this. Smoke's obscure. Spirit get to play behind them, hoping that Chance spam can connect. Donk doesn't need to leave it to Chance. One rattling through. Carrigan's play through the smokes gets denied. Nico, he's done a lot of damage. He finishes off Donk in that head-to-head. And Monacy and Tessez, do they still feel interested in this? They lose Monacy on that check. Nico swung, Spirit bite back.
Falcons are everything they have at Donk there. He is down to 7 health as he gets that first kill over the smoke onto Kiyosuke, no less. Shiro triple in that post part, hunts down Monacy, hearing him jumping about in temple, and even takes out AWP. So now we have Shiro armed and even more dangerous here in this playoff game. Need big things from Shiro today. Des talked about his struggles on stages at times. But drop off or not, him and Donk are undeniable. Still reassuring signs from Donk to kick off this game. No reason to call the alarm.
I do believe we have a winner.
No, I mean, this kind of stressful position that the Falcons have put Spirit in could dissipate very, very quickly with another well-placed rifle round. Suddenly you're back on top in this T side. You'll be able to streak some rounds together, make something of it after all. It does very much hinge on winning this one.
Yeah, make no mistake, Falcons half is already done. They've already locked in enough. This is all just bonus play at this point on CT side Anubis. You don't want to lose that momentum going into a pistol round. Spirit again, slow and steady in A main. Shiro holds, looking for Monacy, who has been in a new position every time on this AWP.
And they've been running the triple B for a little while. Not uncommon to see you make a bit of a play for info, but that doesn't look to be the case. Instead, Carrigan leaves on rotation, goes back to pick up middle. That means this 2-man hold isn't getting any support anytime soon. Luck being thrown in from Tania right as Falcons try and aggress through main. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Carrigan with a very awkward fight out there towards middle, and Tessez getting sandwiched there on either side of him. Players out towards main. It's Shiro closing in on that orb, but a free kill out in the open. This is a layup for this A-plant, 3v2. And even though Falcons are moving over, their money on the line here. They know going for this and coming up short gives Spirit a way back into the half.
Yeah, that resmoke just denies it. It immediately calls it off here for Falcons. Unless they find a kill on a lurker, they're not going for this round. So Spirit with a bit of extra util, it goes a long way in ensuring this round and sending Falcons on their merry way out. This is already looking like an exciting head-to-head in middle between Carrigan and Magic's. Definitely an ugly fight for Carrigan. but gets there at the right time. That's Magix, who continues to exploit this gap of middle. No one really playing it late in these gun rounds. So he's able to walk right through on this A split. The machine of Team Spirit chugging along on this T side, getting the job done.
All right, a bit more early aggression. Feeling like maybe they've been a little too blind in some of these rounds that have gone by. They were scared out of going for this early on, what with Spirit just holding this default, ready to punish any aggressive move. Falcons, it's felt like wherever they have tried to get stuck in, they've gone waiting. Well, they've gone into the waiting Spirit forces. This time it's a far bigger grouping out towards middle. Maybe trying to catch Magix on some of these mid lurks. But they hear space getting taken away out towards main. B is an uncertainty right now for the Falcons. They've got no idea what's going on that half of the map. They're really only prepared for this mid fight. Bit of an A-side lean. So as the bomb links up with Magix, it is going in to the Falcons, but they're moving away. Maybe the worst possible time on this. Tessez with the spot. Odyssey's Orb's already gone. And mid now taken. Where does Spirit want to end this? They've got Zontix floating around main, but it feels like they're going to walk this bomb through Temple. That will put them within earshot of this Monacy Orb.
Maybe you're thinking it's just Magix. You're not ready for the whole squad right now walking in through this B flank. Odyssey takes space. He knows someone's coming in at least. So Falcons try and clear out more of the map. They realize that nothing's down in water. Does that save them? Does that help them? It doesn't look likely. Karrigan picks up the big green, but Spirit are all over this bomb site. They can run him down. Util flies in the face of Karrigan, and he's already thinking about that save because his team are ready to get cut off. Shiro missed shot and charging him down. Might need some help here. This is a double orb here for Falcons. Something for later, maybe. As Spirit take the round, Falcons leave with loot. Realization was there for Falcons, it just dawns upon them too late. And so perfect call from Magix. We were waiting to see if mid would be exploited. This is the perfect round for it.
Yeah, this is a real game of cat and mouse right now between these two squads. Everyone trying to find these timings. And right now it's Spirit coming up with them. Magix seemingly securing every gap for Team Spirit. And now you got this double orb to work with. Wasn't really in the repertoire, wasn't really what you were looking for, but gifted an AWP from Shiro. Falcons decide to play with it. Karrigan picks up that second orb.
Yeah, it should be on the B side here. Odyssey's going to be floating, might go for a pick. Might just set up a main. Good util in middle. Spirit know that Falcons want to probe this part of the map now and keep some presence there. And so Spirit might just go for something called out of spawn. It's looking like they're surrounding this B bomb site for a hit.
All right, that's quick from Karrigan. Kiyosuke here to help him out. And he's now scoped up, ready for a swing out through dark. Gets the spot at least. Actually goes back to look for this. Karrigan, what? Making magic happen on the AWP. Donk left up. Will the Karrigan all be able to stop him? No! Donk's on his way to something. That Monacy Molotov. It takes fire to fight fire. Stops Donk cold in the clutch.
Oh my goodness, a 1v5 coming out of nowhere. Donk with a beautiful spray. And of course it's Util to stop him because you can't outshoot this guy. Donk nearly doing something dastardly in this B-bomb site, but it's the Karrigan second orb that keeps Falcons above water.
You can almost feel the Monacy influence. He's been watching him a lot. That was quick.
Yeah.
That is not what you expected from the Carrigan secondary AWP.
Oh, he's
and now
running.
he's feeling it a little. Pushed all the way through main, had Kiyosuke in behind him, trying to go for that early pressure again, but once more, it's handed away these openings.
Spirit have done that setup a couple times. They've been waiting for that move. They know the Falcons have a couple tricks up their sleeve here on CT Anubis, and so a double B push shut down by Spirit, and the round just falls into their lap. The only job now is to just not drop it. And while Falcons could make a full gamble, hedge their bets, they are still uncertain to do so. Nico hangs around in his position. m0NESY ready to react. And Tesses wants to play his nades, so he gives up A main. Timing miss for m0NESY. Tania on the edge of the scope, but the time is good. Hits that shot. Now they hear the util come in. They know where Spirit are going.
m0NESY's going to get here in time through that util. Tesses buys you a couple more seconds. m0NESY AWP up next. Give it an elbow, can't quite find it. Still, this 5v3 advantage getting squandered now. Falcons in pole position. Takes on Tix and Shiro to try and wrestle this one back under their control. And all the way through till Nico falls, Spirit regain control, and this semi-finals living up to the hype. We are split right down the half to start things off.
there's the first for Frag. Nico gets a double. There's still 2 players left. They got no help on them. 13 and 3. Oh my goodness, how does he do this? How does Nico do it again?
It's all on the line here in the Lanxess. 2 teams vying for Championship Sunday, a best of 5 and a major trophy here on Counter-Strike's biggest and best stage. It's Team Spirit looking to defend their title here in Cologne, or Falcons looking to win as finally promised as Karrigan joins this roster. You think the hard part is done. They took down Team Vitality yesterday. But Spirit say to themselves, we're just getting started. This one's heating up, slow and steady. Anubis first map, Falcons pick in their pocket, but Spirit are here halfway.
Yeah, Spirit, we're down to try and foil some of the Falcons' antics with slow, grueling rounds. Well, Falcons inject a bit more chaos into this T side. Shiro, he's certainly making an aggressive move, as are the rest of Team Spirit, to open up in this pistol. But it feels like that drop down was heard. Falcons don't commit anyone out through the rugs yet. Now they get this spot. They see multiple players down here in the water. This is where the round is fought or lost. Trades back and forth. Magix turns the tide. Ooh. Doesn't need to hang around. He's got teammates nearby to try and cover this. It's Kiyosuke and it's Nico. The new and the old, side by side for the Falcons. Donk out of the picture, Shiro as well. These are the 2 heavy hitters for Team Spirit, watching from the wayside as this pistol still hangs in the balance.
Ontix is meant to be ice cold in these positions. We've seen Tania struggle in them. And Falcons might test the sole player on this A-bomb site. Bit of patience first. Spirit start to make a move, and it couldn't be better timed. Look at Magix go. Falcons are walking in, but they don't know that door is closing behind them. Zontix, any step heard is only going to speed up his captain's move. He plays full retake on this site.
Yeah, trying to lend as much time to Magix as they can. I know he's got the element of surprise right now. Bomb even planted open. Magix could try and swing out to deny this, but they get into these post plants. Kiyosuke with the spot. And so this big element of surprise move that Spirit were waiting for has now been rumbled. Next 2 to play. Zontix and Tania side by side out through the camera into this crossfire, and it all goes against them. Magix 1v2, and it's not going to happen. Kiyosuke delivers big in the pistol.
Massive round here for the Falcons. Both pistols in their pocket in this map pick, and very calmly done by the capable Kiyosuke. Nico walks around the world with him. Falcons swim ahead with the lead again. Full eco again for Team Spirit. Falcons just redeeming these freebie rounds. And that was chaos. That was the Karrigan call. Come through that stair smoke. Everybody jumping down rugs after seeing Spirit take control. Falcons not afraid. Team playing with bravado and with the confidence of a squad that just beat the world's best. Karrigan's just a probe here, trying to figure out if this site is truly clear. Bomb can come in, or it can rotate out, depending on how hard Spirit rotate to this position. They've still kept Magix on the other side of the map, but Karrigan's calling. He has so much room. He is up in heaven, and he hasn't seen a soul. Takes 2 with him. Through the smoke come pistols, but Falcons, no problems. 4v2, this one's a lock.
Yeah, Donk Deagle patrols up here towards heaven. But he's got 4 rifles ready to try and deal with him as soon as he plays his hand. Odyssey up close gets spotted. Donk can't get his bearings on that Deagle, and with Magix dead, no issues there for the Falcons. It's a clean conversion and a lead locked in.
Yeah, I'm not looking scared in the slightest, but does that change hitting full rifle rounds here now for Spirits? Shiro Orp will have to wait. Team Spirit, a couple of cold players, a couple of slow starts. Donk and Shiro punctuating the scoreboard. But otherwise, still waiting for more.
Support here, not alone as he tries to hold down middle. Magic's nearby, and that nade keeps the advantage belonging to Spirit. Acceleration out here towards main. Nico making ground. Smoke slows his roll. Shiro hiding out towards the fountain, gets here very, very quickly. A move not spotted by the Falcons, so as he plays out, that catches them by surprise. Guns come through for Spirit, and with it, a key round to try and turn the tide.
A lot of decisions made very quickly, but made perfectly here for Spirit. Smoking that Molotov from Nico, they pull back. They're able to recommit. Zontix does a great bait for his teammate, costs him his life. But on the pillar, easy trade for Team Spirit, puts them in the advantage. And Magic just keeps pushing the bow tie. He keeps flanking, he keeps poking Falcons. Causing a lot of nuisance here is the captain of Team Spirit. As the Falcons bank empties out, it's Karrigan Glock armor, Nico with the only AK. While Furia waiting that final, it always felt like the quarters, the semis, this side of the bracket were going to be the hardest challenge for the team that makes it all the way. It's hard to avoid the elephant in the room that Nico is eyeing up that major trophy. And what a difficult one it would be. Vitality, Spirit, Furia, Counter-Strike's Elite. Can anyone on Spirit stop this play?
Magic's not a bad way to get the ball rolling. m0NESY responds with two of his own. And so quickly this triple stack is reduced just down to Shiro. He'll hold the line for a moment, or maybe more than a moment. Shiro gets it done. Magic's arriving just as he's supposed to. And that force for the Falcons doesn't leave much of a mark.
Oh, doesn't it just feel like Magic has the perfect read of the game at this point? He has just pushed B main in the silence at a minute mark and walks right behind the Falcons. Not only does that tell you it's going to be an A play, he gets a free kill in middle. His whole team are fast rotating, and Shiro's rifles have been very commendable across these couple of playoff games. He's had some big moments on AKs and M4s. He did the same yesterday with an ace against G2. Massive moment from Shiro. Magic's not getting scared yet. He drops into the water. Spirits start to take space back.
And you can imagine it's a very jarring tonal switch here between these halves. Spirit went from being super passive on their T side to now really aggressive across this CT half. And it's Magic's acting as the tip of the spear. This is a rookie captain, been in the squad for a long time, sure. Re-added, given that captaincy post his removal. And he's called some fantastic rounds across this major run. But to do it now versus Karrigan, I mean, that would just be groundbreaking, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's not the guy you're meant to outcall here, especially with the pieces in play for the Falcons. Magic's at times has even said he didn't feel like he had the trust after that 90 game that put Spirit in the playoffs. More overtimes, more madness, and more doubt lingering for Spirit, but how can you doubt him now? Time and time again, got them through the overtimes against G2, called them back out of a 12-9 map. Magic still has to hold his own as an individual, but as the players walk through the smoke, those kills are on a plate. Magic's and Don combine for a double, and Falcons round goes out the window.
Oh, hello, Nico with a bit of a timing.
Had to take it though.
Walk through that con smoke. But the longer he takes, Magic's now gun on. It gets his head ripped off.
Donk's in trouble, he's low.
It's m0NESY here alongside him. Him and Nico ready to play out at a moment's notice. Goes in now looking for Tania. Oh, can't find him, and he gets to swing out for a couple of freebies now as m0NESY left in the clutch. Surely not. 5 points of health. You'd look at this and say it's impossible. Bomb dropped over at main. He might just have to win this with these gunfights. Smoke down instead. m0NESY tries to turn this into a long, drawn-out round. But at 5 points of health, one smoke spam. Any point of damage, that's m0NESY's round over. And a lead building for Team Spirit. What's the read? What's the angle? Where does he think Zontix and Shiro have gotten to?
They're coming back. If he's caught in the open, this one's done.
Needs to be clinical. Oh, nearly misses that timing, but just about skirts away in the dark. Still, they're out through the temple. They're in the bomb site now. Net tightens around m0NESY. A shot away from certain death. There's the spot, and on that swing, gives it up.
There's just so much respect in this server. Every single player must be feared, must be careful. Spirit do that so slowly, so cautiously, tracking him down in the 2v1. No one willing to swing out on their own. Look at the sweat on Zonic's forehead. This one's getting scary now for Falcons. A key gun round shut out by a little pocket play, pushing through that B main smoke, puts Spirit in the 5v3, and they convert despite m0NESY's best efforts. And so 4 rounds in a row since Spirit found guns on this CT side of Anubis. This was meant to be the magic for Falcons, coming through with this punish pick. A map that Donk himself has said he doesn't like. He's called it random. Right now, Spirit, slow and steady, are just 3 rounds away from stealing it away. Pistols now for Falcons. Do we get any explosive rounds in this game, or is it all cat and mouse?
Nico was trying to beckon them into a fight, hoping he could find something with the Deagle early. When that's not provided, you know, you just got to leave this to your sight here. Team Spirit playing very reserved here. No, they're only up against the pistols. Again, going to attempt this boost in the mid round. There's no one here for m0NESY to find on this Deagle. Everywhere the Falcons have looked, Spirit have stayed out of their crosshairs. They've remained elusive. Is that about to change as Tania skirts out towards mid?
Just went for a clear and then leaves. And that puts him in the right place.
3 over towards B for Team Spirit. Another correct gamble, but that's one hell of an opening. Kiyosuke's Deagle delivering one. Tania comes barreling through, trying to offer up assistance, but they've spotted him. They beeline right for him. Pick up on Magix. Tania needs something. Can't regain control. So this fleet of entries provided by Kiyosuke puts the Falcons back in a fighting position. Zontix and Shiro still looking interested. How committed can they really get to this? The odds so overwhelmingly against them as they brace for this retake. There's that swing, and this decides it. Everyone peaks together. Kiyosuke's golden round to try and stop this spiraling out of control.
And it's onto Donk as well. What a cracking headshot from Kiyosuke to open up that B bomb site. These are the 2 top T-side performers of this stage. Kiyosuke and Donk, phenoms in their own right. And Kiyosuke constantly chasing him. On that round overtakes him. Falcons still in this game, winning their eco. cheeky. Donk ready to trade magics if things go awry. That molly traps magics in position. Easy shot for Kiyosuke, adjusts well, blocks the door. Donk could not come through. Good deed, unpunished. Falcons just sit back and relax. They shut the door again, smoke down. You can't have this 4v4. You must sit in the disadvantage. Spirit have been very commendable in these 4v5s.
They're changing their mind on the gamble.
This is nice. They just recleared middle. They're going to go put their pieces in the right place. Still, you've got to fight your way out this round.
If you come up short, you're broke. Suddenly you hand Falcons back the lead. The stack is in the right place. And this round worth so much. Donk only good for one. Tanir tries to make the round-saving play. Through these smokes, he'll get spanned out. And Shiro on the other end of the map has no part to play. Falcons with a breakthrough. Kiyosuke back-to-back openings to try and be the difference maker, and now a tie game.
And the wealth of talent is making the difference here for Falcons, right? In these moments, there's so many different players you can rely on. Nico comes out with 2 kills there. Monacy's had moments. Kiyosuke we just saw. And somehow Tessus is still top of the board, sneaking up there. Spirit, with the exception of a couple of multi-kills from Donk and Shiro, it's been a team game. It's been Magic's calls. It's been strong positions. Shiro does hold his orb. That's something here for Team Spirit, but Falcons have leveled the playing field.
And your worry now is that they've done more than that, right? Shiro has this AWP. Money isn't really there on anyone else to put much into this round. Gonna be a couple of pistols at most.
Не теряйте голову, 3-5 мы доиграем. Все, пацаны, круто. Продолжаем в том же темпе. Эмоции нас не поглощают. Это не наша карта, мы ебем их, пацаны.
Shiro trying to inspire. It's fight and talk. But can he walk the walk? He's the guy with the hero gun. He's the guy with the golden AWP. An aggressive line to try and start this round.
Do Falcons just walk in though? Should be primed by a flash. Patience on this T side. Good grenades. And an aggressive flash set up here by Tanir. So if Sontics wants to just jump it, he can. Off the back of Shiro's shots. Meanwhile, mid-control for Falcons, and they're doing it late in the round when no one's here again. Just Donk moving in, but P250 armor's all he got to play for. Falcons have found nothing. Maybe this threat of middle is enough just to walk back towards B main. Leave a lurker and trust in your numbers. That smoke will keep Spirit guessing.
It's a nice idea for Karrigan, right? If you're anticipating an A-Wood lean, if you're anticipating a stack out towards this side of the map, that draws all the attention over the way, seeing that smoke down in Temple. And so this has been a game where Magic's had a bunch of fantastic calls, but here we get to see a bit of brilliance for Karrigan. That one smoke just misdirecting everything for Team Spirit.
It had no intention of using middle. It's just so late in the round. Spirit have to make the gamble. They go, surely if they're blocking Temple, they're coming camera. But no one was entering middle there for Falcons. It was just a means to an end, an MTB bomb site. Team Spirit coming in to try and scramble some guns at the end of the round, look to inflict some damage. Shiro needs to keep his orb. Otherwise, anyone else, free range, send him in. I think Spirit letting Falcons sable their guns here might come back to haunt them later in this game.
It really could. I mean, look at the money. It's already in a problematic spot, right? You got Kiyosuke, Karrigan, both at $5+ grand.
I'm not breaking
That's going to tick on up now. And as you get later into this game, the idea that your opponent becomes unbreakable, that is a terrifying feat.
They just really didn't have a lot of money. They felt like they needed that armor to buy up full in this round, right? We had 4 players with Kevlar. So Spirit, in order to get rifles and full nades, that is the decision they have to make. They're going to keep those SMGs, keep some for later. Shiro keeps his orb. But make no mistake, this is a must-win round for Team Spirit, or Falcons will pocket their map pick. I like that we also heard Shiro just talk in that timeout, you know, say, look, it's not our map pick, acknowledgement that this one was never meant to be easy. You're relying on your home ground of Mirage and Dust2 in the decider. But wouldn't it be nice just to make a game quick and easy for once? It's something Spirit haven't experienced here in Cologne. Not since that second stage. It has been a grind. Every game going the distance. Spirit really want this first engagement in middle. 2 SMGs are there. Falcons giving them nothing. So reblock comes in, Spirit reposition. Go for yet another gamble.
Shiro with a very well-timed clear right as Nico left that position. And now Donk starts to walk on through, hot on the heels of an A play with a backstab. See this util come down in mid. You know that Spirit are going to be a little uncertain. That's one hell of a catch for Nico. Line up for Tanir. Zontix hopes he can save a bit of face here. That's a massive double. Will it be enough? Monacy stabbed as Maddox comes flying in from nowhere, and Nico dead! Team Spirit do not go down easy!
It looks so good for Falcons, but I will say those SMGs actually do Spirit more good than harm. They get a lot of damage on that connector. Tanir able to just spam them down, making them soft and easy for Zontic's body shots, and Magic's jumping the corner. Well, that's Magic's all over. Spirit survive. Said it a second ago, they're not going to break Falcons in this regulation. There will be back-to-back buys coming in. But that has kept Spirit in this first map. And they do it again without Donk, without Shiro. The evolution of the team in Spirit is clear.
You see the trust they have in each other in these moments, right? It's something that had to get forged on this grind of a run that you talk about. They do this all without a coach, without some veteran, long-standing, still behind the team with them. And so you've got to learn to trust the guys sitting next to you.
I like the idea of just walking down mid here for Falcons, right? It's been a chasm on both halves. No team has really played consistently towards the doors. That smoke comes in. Falcons do want to call its bluff. They are onto something. Nade will do damage, but Tanir could just get peeked here in camera. He's got to give it up. Not sure if he got that spot. They're shuffling away. Falcons are getting closer. Good shot from Tanir. Keeps this round alive. He's got more in store. Double for Tanir before the trade, but that's bomb in middle, and Monacy can't lose it.
Magic's doing what he so often does. The moment this info comes through, he instantly gets aggressive. And he's just going to play for the space. This is such a smart move from Magic's. Doesn't commit to the flank, doesn't commit to the backstab. The longer he waits, they're going to come to him. Carrigan, no way.
It's a hell of a time to find your 6th kill. We are 23 rounds deep. Carrigan has just put them back into 3-on-3.
Where does this end up? It's the question Spirit are asking themselves. They've gambled over towards B, leaving Zontix alone. Oh! Should have been the catch for Monacy. That would have been an empty A bomb site, but now Zontix gets to fall back, long this one out, try and play for the round.
Donk and Shiro nowhere to be seen, no moves being made. Monacy starts to peek, but Donk swings out the connector, finds that kill. 3v2, Zontix on his own.
It's Nico and Carrigan. The shock reunion trying to see through that 12th round for the Falcons, and they've got the full might of Team Spirit to go against. Carrigan, they're coming through right behind him, going to get himself into a position out here towards heaven. Nico waiting back there in main. He's not planted for him. So he's got to be pretty active here. Has to be involved as they look for this cross. Nico can't chain him together. And so it's handed off to Carrigan in this clutch. Oh, this would be a time to find his footing on this stage. Been so quiet, so struggling, and shut down by Shiro. Nail biter of a defuse, but Spirit just get it. The man that hyped them up rounds ago. Shiro delivers in his clutch. And Spirit now with the chance to close on Falcons map pick.
Oh, this would throw the whole series into jeopardy. This would flip it upside down. This would put Spirit heavy weight, heavy favorite for that defending title. Carrigan did so much, but he even got Shiro off the bomb and re-swings in the 1v1. You'd think he wouldn't fall for it. Shiro stunning shots. And Team Spirit take map point first. You don't break Falcons easy. They have more money. They have another buy. Do they have an overtime in store?
Can't ignore the difference m0NESY could have made on that AWP if even one of those shots had connected. He's got one more chance to put that AWP to work. This guy's meant to be your secret weapon.
I mean, Donk has been avoided in this game, right? Here he sits on this B site, surrounded by Falcons. That entry from Nico could change their tune. They start to pull back a bit. Carrigan checks mid, but m0NESY still moves forward, looking for his pick. Donk waits, unwavered in his position. Falcons coming in.
Magic's facing first, right into that AWP. Donk quelled, Tesses comes through with the opening. And 2 kills away from overtime. Falcons breathe a little easier. Shiro trying to make a hero play, comes through that smoke, but doesn't leave an impression. And Tania coming to terms with it. Surely this is not his round. Falcons doing more than enough. Looking to salvage an overtime. And after a string of misses from m0NESY, boy does he rise to the occasion in round 24.
Falcons say you can't get rid of us that easy into overtime. They limp their way there. That was getting scary and hairy down the stretch, but into bonus play. And isn't it just where Carrigan does his best work? So let's see what Falcons can do. Starting off on the T side again, they keep the good times rolling. Team Spirit get tested on an underplayed map. Donk throws himself into the water, and they don't know where to look. Double-handed dink. m0NESY still found 2. How has he done that?
I mean, he's so wounded. 10 points of health, but look at Tesses go. Look at the room he's taken. And he's saying to m0NESY, look, I'm going to hold the fort as long as I physically can. Bring that bomb over right now. m0NESY is to be careful and considered every step of the way. A shot away from certain death. Full belt of util as he makes his way over. Even the chance now to use Spirit's own util against them down here in the connector. Spam for Zontix would be huge. Does he want to give away his position? Break on this smoke. m0NESY's always hungry to try and force a fight.
So low.
But that bomb's got to go down. They're expecting a reaction. There's no move yet for Spirit. With each second they waste, Tania closes in on this backstab. They don't know about him in main. He's got the full element of surprise. Zontix drawing so much attention, it falls down to Tesses now to try and save this. Tania round that corner, and the last thing he sees, that AK in Tesses' hand, firing off for the first in overtime.
I can't believe Zontix goes there. He absolutely sells Tania down the river. That was a perfectly played slow 2v2. Tania gets there in time. Zontix swings out backside, giving away that kill. And Tesses, what a heroic play coming out through B main there. Talking about the difficulty of trying to be stable, to take risks, but to also just be a safe pair of hands. Towing a very fine line. But Tesses finds the space, makes the play, and wins the round for the Falcons. He is head held high, 22 kills alongside m0NESY.
Tesses has just been having a monster major, right? Some of these games where he's just stood tall and delivered. It's the type of output you expect from a star. Maybe a bit of a pace change here for the Falcons. This one coming in quick.
First time all game.
These have been very drawn out rounds, and so now in OT, a round to the good, they feel like they can swap the pace up. NiKo shooting ghosts. And that gives up his position, just ease back into this 5v5. NiKo hoping to make a move. Decisive with the first, lives to tell the tale, but not for long. It's Carrigan on that spray. Left to Shiro.
Can't lose your orb.
Times are wasting. Money on the line, it's a round. He feels like he can't attempt. A clutch player, sure, but if you give that orb away, it's not coming back. Falcons back-to-back rounds in OT, and Spirit are broke.
Well, that's a frustrating one. Shiro knows he has to save that AWP. I can't believe he's going for it as well. That's the pressure of this moment in this overtime. They are full broke for this last round. 2 MP9s, 3 M4s. Desperate times now for Team Spirit as Falcons surge ahead. Spirit had their chance to close this map. But Falcons grabbing back control. And m0NESY, you can remember his misses, but he's hit some spectacular shots to save Falcons in these rounds. Magic's up close. We saw MP9's got them through before. He's going to have to do it again. Donk. Danger. Caught by m0NESY. Magic's can't save ya.
One more man here, it's Shiro. But how much can he really resist this? They're all around him. This SMG put in a box. Rotates start to arrive. More hero plays might be required. Tanir gonna struggle for one back on this dark flank. Falcons far from comfortable. This one doesn't even feel like you're gonna get that bomb down. It's gonna come in with these fights. That's what it comes down to. NiKo will deliver his. Attention now, as it's NiKo and m0NESY 2v2. This was the duo, the signing that was supposed to elevate the Falcons. Ended up needing a bit more help. But these were the two that were meant to battle against Rops and ZywOo, Shiro and Donk. These big duos in the top squads. And they have outmaneuvered Team Spirit. They've got them doubting. They've made them second guess. Open bomb site, open bomb plant. And Falcons with all the time in the world to get comfortable.
Penny drops there for Falcons. They have an entirely open bomb site. There is no kit in play for Spirit. They're going to have to find one. They threw themselves around corners to get into this 2v2, but you have those star players of the Falcons in this late round situation. You wouldn't want anyone else. Nice shot from m0NESY. Going to swap off to the rifle. Tanir playing very late on this flank. NiKo holds it, the line, locks it down with a clinical headshot. Tanir, no health, no time, no chance. This is a flawless half in overtime from the Falcons.
The calm they feel in that 2v2 when you look up and see who's left to pull through for you.
And it has felt like that all game long, right? We've had some of the high-performing Falcons players in these late clutches. For Spirit, it's been Tanir, it's been Zontix, it's at times been Magix. You've obviously not had Donk in these clutches. You rarely do. But Spirit can't match that output here in overtime. Whoa, NiKo. Guy's got moves.
3 opportunities to close on your map pick. Carrigan bringing out a classic, the Org, in their first of 3.
Had a quiet game, also had a couple of massive multi-kills. Not here to frag, here to lead. Here to get Falcons to a final, here to lift a trophy. And round by round, that's feeling more realistic. Team Spirit just have to sit in it, needing a flawless half on this T side. It starts with an A attack.
Magic's late mid-lurk, gonna spring to life now. m0NESY dead after 1. It's Donk keeping the advantage, belonging to Spirit. Hasn't been left alive in a lot of these late rounds. You said that earlier, but here, no trade on Donk. He will be a problem to deal with later in this retake. Magic still causing chaos. Finally dealt with, but it doesn't leave you in much of a fighting position. Flashes are good. Shiro conceals himself, tries to hide away, has no say in the matter, but this is where you've got to deal with Donk. As Tess's up for the job, doesn't look like it. Donk on a tear.
Despicable time to kill for Donk. He doesn't even get a second to react. Nobody does. See ahead behind the sight. Yours is off. Donk a double on that entry and stops the clutch in its tracks. A much needed round win to keep Spirit in this. And a game lacking of timeouts because it has been neck and neck the entire way. Sonic calls his troops back, takes a breather here in this overtime as Falcons look to not fumble their 3-round advantage.
There's been a real variety in this Spirit T side, but I think one of the main consistencies has been these Magic's mid-lurks. They were game-defining, it felt like, in that original T side campaign. Even now, his double out towards mid, helping to turn the tide in that post plant, stopping Falcons from amassing the retake fast enough. Wonder if they want to try and stick someone on him.
Just so much space getting taken every single round, and you know, Falcons every now and then would throw a double mid setup, would go for a fight, would put some pressure, some presence, but Magic has never been caught by it.
I mean, look at Monacy, he is just out on an island here watching for any mid control. Early volley of util, trading that out with Team Spirit. This time, they don't leave mid open. They always have a player with eyes on it.
Yeah, Odyssey has absolutely been the better AWPer in this match. Shiro has done more with rifles, I feel, than his AWP, and has definitely cooled off in these recent few rounds. Now would be a time to change that as he holds for the same. This mid-fight with the AWP not being given away. Magix takes that space again. Pressure on this B bomb site. Keep Falcons flustered. They throw their util. Spirit get that con control. They're about to dart in.
Open up for Kiyosuke. Why not make it a double? One back for Tanier, but they're fighting a losing battle here as they go into the stack. Shiro has reclaimed one on the other side of the map.
But there's more where that came from.
You're going to try and long this out. You realized you were walking right in to the talons of the Falcons. And so they try and change direction. Tanier and Shiro. The last hopes to keep this game alive.
My goodness, he's gonna get it! Shiro! Stutter step, hits that shot, bomb's gonna go down. Spirit able to stabilize in this post plant. Don't tell me Shiro's gonna do it all. They boost up one for the flank, but Carrigan's still gonna come in through the water, so this should be a free shot for Shiro.
Nails it, no doubt, no time.
Oh, they've misread it. They've completely misread it. They're in the open.
Oh my God, they don't know! Shiro hits the flick! Talk about a savior!
That almost goes very, very wrong. Team Spirit with a misunderstanding, and Shiro saves them again. We just said he was quiet in these last few rounds. Well, that is one hell of a way to make yourself known. 2 versus 4. Shiro finds every single frag. And the game-saving flick off the AWP keeps Spirit 1 round from another overtime. Falcons have nothing to show for it. They bring speed to this round. Nico drops in quick.
This was how Donk opened their CT. Half in this OT. Aggression for Shiro holding for it. Not looking to set a foot wrong. Still riding the high of his big round in the one prior.
He stinks. But did he leave an AWP for later?
.5v4 up against a broken Falcons. Eyeing up a run back into another overtime. That's been Spirit's whole thing across these playoffs. Well, I think we're going to go A. There's a B stack right now for the Falcons. And I don't think they're changing their minds here. The walk back, eyeing up this A bomb site. Tessa's starting to feel the pressure as the mollies rain in. The full onslaught of util. One from his deagle. Can't find any more. And so bomb plant here, left to a retake, a man down. That's a crazy shot for Carrigan. Surely that kill isn't the one that gives you an edge. There's the backstab for Kiyasuke. Zontic's clutch required. If Spirit want to complete this, and they've got him trapped, they've got him boxed in. Zontic shut down. Kiyasuke with a massive clutch to save the Falcons on their map pick. Their rookie, their star, so much faith in him, as time and time again he delivers.
They're chasing their own glory, their own legacy. Team Spirit's map, Team Spirit's chance. This semi-final is far from over. Do we get the bounce back? Spirit start T-side. Very reliant on their defense in this litany of wins, but no strangers to strong starts. Need Donk performing out of the gate in this game. So Spirit decisive pistol coming out under. A bit of a pressure on this A site keeps Falcons' eyes misplaced.
Want to see dead first as Tania leads the way in this pistol. Not before a quick tap back for Nico. Bombs heading in through the apartments.
What a
Trying to pull the wool over the eyes of the Falcons here. Carrigan's the only man that hasn't moved a muscle. Little boost in the mid-round. That will catch them by surprise. And Carrigan holds his own over at B. There's the follow-up, and that's the bomb gone. Falcons run amok in the pistol. That is now every pistol in this series going their way.
Yeah, and full ecos from Spirit has just given Falcons those early 4 rounds to the both halves being played. Will that continue with no bomb plant from Team Spirit? They get caught off guard. I love what they were doing. The call was great. They got back behind enemy lines. They could have split market, gone for this flank, but they call it off. Try to escape out under. Some banging shots connect here from Nico and Carrigan and keep Falcons in the lead. That full eco comes through again here for Team Spirit. Donk looking a bit flustered in this game. Monacy wants that up as soon as possible. And of course, as in many games of Mirage, we're going to see a lot of hits on this B bomb site. Carrigan getting tested.
Yeah, a lot of squads like to try and exploit him here. No, you're going to find him on this half of the map. No, he is the weakest player on the Falcons squad.
But interestingly enough, Spirit was still really handy with their B-pops yesterday when they took on Matish in that position. That was not an easy fight. That's not a weak player. They have Hunter on short. That's a hard site to hit for Spirit. They were still really keen at just running B-site pops all game. So expecting more of that today. What kind of support will Falcons offer to this B-bomb site? This is the question. Anti-eco clean as can be, as they have tended to be for the Falcons, but here comes Spirit Guns. Slow start feels unacceptable at this point. Spirit have got to kick down that door. Flash ready. Spirit wait for a reaction on middle. Nothing's given. Carrigan holds his molly for some time, and Magix waits for Nico's mistake. Nothing is given, only taken. Nice time to boost, but Kiyosuke is on his own.
Does Magic's have that presence of mind to check this? Up and over on the bench. Blows exchanged. No kill found. It's Nico breaking that silence. Him and Tessez trading contact, and Shiro can't reel it in. Zontix and Tania worlds apart here, and the bomb lost out on the catwalk. This is now a desperate grasp at a 2v4, and Carrigan not going down for free over at this B site, dealing with every single player that's come his way.
I mean, it's not a good sign for Spirit if Carrigan starts holding his own in every single position. He was really getting warmed up towards the end of Anubis, getting some key frags in CT side. And now on B side, holding his own in this round in his 1v1 has sent Spirit back to save. Zontix is going to hold his AK, and Falcons go 3-0 up. Nice re-aggress in middle off of Kiyosuke's contact. Nico comes through that con smoke. It is a fearless Falcons play again. And finally, Spirit call a pause for the first time in this semi-final, feeling the pressure.
You know, this is a sign that they're recognizing there's a bit of tension right now within the team. You've seen Spirit be very sparing with the pauses, what with them not having a coach. Donk doing a lot of the talking. Not being immune to tilt. Saw that in the 9Z game, a stressful one, matched with the interview from Magic's at the end of it. An emotional match that took a real toll on this squad. I mean, even at the end of that G2 match, you heard that, you know, if it weren't for the protracted tech pause, giving them some time to kind of dial back in, they were getting in their heads, they were getting frustrated. They've not been above that on this major run.
It happens, but can you use it in your favor? Can you weaponize it? Or does it just knock you out of the game? Can Spirit keep their focus in what is feeling like a very shaky match? Falcons staying calm. 3-round lead. AK saved, Donk Deagle searching B, but nothing given over. And lucky for him, because m0NESY is on this line, so it's going to have to be an execute here for Spirit to make it work. Smoke to cut this line off. m0NESY already moving back to the other side of the map. It's far too quiet. Spirit are in no hurry. Honestly, surprising to not see Donk get that AK-47 off of the save. That's something that Spirit have always done, right? Whether it's called or just assumed. And there it is. It was a matter of time. Give yourself your best possible chance to win.
Well, look, we've been crediting Carrigan with some good B holds to get this one going, but in this round, Kiyosuke is not close by to offer up support. Carrigan still delivering that opener. Now Kiyosuke arrives, and Carrigan's the only piece that's holding on. Trying to buy time for his teammates. What if he doesn't need them? Carrigan on for the ace. Cut down one shy of it, but to say he's done enough is an understatement. Soak it in, because that's not an everyday thing for this guy. What does this mean for this series? If Carrigan's having rounds like that to start Mirage.
I mean, he's snapping Donk on that B hit, making it look like it's nothing. Clinical shots from Carrigan, you know how much he wants this, willing to depart FaZe mid-season just to keep up a major streak. Just to get back in another playoff. Just to fight for the final that we so often see Carrigan in. 4 CS2 majors, 3 grand finals featuring this man. Say what you want, you can't say he doesn't want it. And so no better time to show up than this second map, this sanctuary for Team Spirit on Mirage, and right now it's no contest. Just worrying signs for Team Spirit across this series. Will they get better? Doesn't feel like they have that punch right now that we so often associate with the world's best rifler. 1 and 4 on Donk. 2 players yet to frag.
I think if you're a team as sharp as Spirit, you know, having Karrigan be the guy that's wrecking you right now is its own unique type of burn to the mental. In the eyes of a player like Donk, I'll put it bluntly, Karrigan's a bot. And yet here he is, you know, meant to be the guy bringing the tactical prowess. He is hitting hard. And that's only going to fire up the Falcons. Karrigan's best game at the Major thus far, 15 kills. Did it twice, 1v Vitality, 1v G2. He's on track to have his best individual map of the Major, and we're only 5 rounds in.
What's Dog got to say about that, huh? Quick kill, m0NESY trades. Nico in the connector, they come through the smoke. It's a mess. Zontics will keep this round alive. m0NESY has to move, aggressive, pushes down on the ramp. Tanir's tracking him, where's he gone? Can they figure it out? He missed that timing, m0NESY crouched.
This is so weird now. Tanir in behind enemy lines, but who gets the better of this timing? It's left to chance. m0NESY's about to cross his path and won't think to check it. So opener for Tanir.
Oh, they're going back. This is cheeky. Spirit are getting very cheeky in some of these mid-rounds. I wonder if it will do them right or wrong. As a man waits back sight. Tanir hears the steps, he goes in for another fight. Kyosuke, it's too quiet. Can he realize as Tanir finds that frag, Karrigan might feel flustered.
Okay. Now we really see how wild this ride is. Karrigan hears them coming his way. 1v3 clutch attempt from the Falcons captain. He has held his own in every one of these rounds. Finn Karrigan Anderson, team on his back, but shut down. No magic in that round as finally Spirit get on the board.
It's nice to know there are limits here to this madness. Spirit at least do something. They get themselves in this game. Massive entries for Tanir. The patience pays dividends. Waits out m0NESY, feeling shaky in his position. And Tanir profits with 2 more kills on that A site. Gives Spirit the best possible chance to close out that round. Karrigan or not. So Team Spirit, they don't wait forever. m0NESY might need a flick. Who peeks first? Ooh, as Tess says, into the orb they go. m0NESY holds a wrong line and Tess is traded as well, so Spirit can cool off. Or they could just go right out ramp. They push this one through.
You get 2 entries like that, you might just look to play with a bit of pace. They're kind of hesitant with Shiro going back. But the rifles look to get stuck in, look to get committed. Karrigan the guy to try and fight first. And he's gonna best Donk again in the head-to-head.
What is happening?
Tanir wrestling one back, but in comes Kyosuke. And now him and Nico side by side, hoping to recover this man down. Round, it's handed off to Kyosuke. Spam connects. Magic's with the response.
All right, it's a captain's game, huh? Magic showing up with a massive kill over the stairs, spams a second, keeps Spirit alive in another very scary round because Falcons are quick to rotate. They know what to fake and they know what Spirit are going to commit of. Those 2 entries are too easy to say no to. Spirit reset the orb, they send it into A. Falcons now forcing back. Spirit have the chance to break them and really build into this game. A worrying start could dissipate.
Just start to breathe a little easier, don't you? The idea that you can launch this into a level playing field if you win this round. Again, they're coming the way of Karrigan. Timed block, but it goes deep, and it feels like Tanir is more than willing to just walk right through that. So they're coming Karrigan's way. Rotations a long way out for the Falcons. Can Carrigan buy them any time? All bearing down upon him. He's going to catch Shiro, brings him down low. A little too much. As 4 players adorn that B site, Carrigan's got nowhere safe to hide. And a save called. Nico, Monacy, and Tessez just hoping to get out with these guns and armor. Team Spirit, bit by bit, start to enter the conversation again. Now they will have an AWP, an M4 to go up against in the next. And this is where the strong start from Carrigan. While it's nice, you want some of these superstars switching online soon.
Yeah, your biggest mistake would be to doubt Team Spirit at this point in the matchup. Just because they've had a slow start, they've looked a little shaky at times. Donk is well and truly warming in now. All the kills on this hunt, no AWP saved, nothing left for Falcons. 2.5 in the bank. This is an eco. This is Spirit evening up. Falcons cannot afford to underestimate. I mean, do we remember Mao's last year? Took down the world #1, took down Team Vitality in the semi-finals. Oh my goodness. Went on to that grand final. Felt like they'd done the hard part, then Spirit hit harder.
Can this round get any more weird? Because Donk is out of the picture. Carrigan's even purchased up a Deagle. What with the hot hands he's coming to this game with. Kiyasuke patrolling in the windows, given another. 5v3, only pistols for the Falcons, and they keep that lead. Kiyasuke trying to get ahead of this, goes over to pad out this B site. Tessez aggression out through top mid, spots that bomb. Now they know it's late. Kiyasuke's fantastic round brought to a close. And that bomb getting away from B. Now a moment of doubt, because Tania still holds the bomb site. They don't know where Nico's gotten to in all this downtime.
He's gonna help him out, go back abs, check under, clear this for him, make sure they can group up and trade the kill. Nico hears him running away. Does he know what that means? They recommit, they do it loud. Nico in position.
He's going to try and get himself tucked in right before this hit, and he gets there just in time. There's so much uncertainty in this. Now they know where Nico is, and they look to ice him out. Play that together, play to their strength in numbers.
All right, great to see Tania finding success in these late round situations. That is a massive 3K, a lot of thought behind it. Knows he has to push the boat out on his B fake. Does so well, it draws the bomb back in, and they hunt that final kill together. Very, very important round for Tania. We were getting shades of Falcons winning that full eco with just Eagles. Like they did yesterday on Dust2, but not here, not now. Spirit saved themselves in a 2v4. Falcons can ride it off. They've got rifles and they're riding on them.
Need to try and stem the bleeding soon, right? This is a big streak for Team Spirit, warming into the T side. Heard even back on that first map, they were prepared for this series to go the distance. They know they have what it takes on Mirage. So you don't want them feeling too comfortable. You don't want anything feeling too certain. Walk down through mid. Donk and Magic's playing it together. Magic's actually sent out first. Donk looking for trades, but until Nico backstabbed, it's well timed. Donk just can't find any peace at the start of Mirage. Now they look for the B hit. Carrigan, Kiyasuke, this time side by side in the bomb site. Carrigan's gone right away. Kiyasuke burning, silenced by Tania. And rotates start to arrive, but this is starting to feel like a losing battle. Break on the smoke nets them nothing. And if you're not given a reason to go for this, if you're not given a reason to believe, you might have to write it off. Nico goes looking for his entry. Magic's floating around up close. Footsteps heard. Nico with the trade, but it's not the invitation they were hoping for. Him and Monacy 2v3. And a round they've got to reconsider. Team Spirit keep the streak going. 5 in a row.
Absolute form flip on the day as well. We have Tania absolutely carrying Spirit through these rounds, while Donk is just dead after nothing. Spam through this smoke by Nico. He didn't even get a chance to play this round, and Tania finds Nico at the end as well. Triple kill, 12 and 5. Tania standing tall in this high impact game. Winning round after round for Team Spirit on the T side. They take the lead. Falcons use a second timeout.
And it's just wild to see, isn't it? I mean, this guy's been a real focal point for Team Spirit throughout the major run. Had some really rough games in there where he certainly looks a little uncomfortable. Now in the highest pressure moment, he is giving you a fantastic game. Spirit cannot afford to waste that.
Yeah, Yanko mentioned on the desk coming in, right? We saw Tania pushed off that long position when we hit one of the overtimes on Dust2 yesterday. Donk said, look, this is mine now. I need to do it. You're not holding your position. We saw some sloppy holds from Tania. And so what a time to flip that on its head and stand tall. There is still time for Donk to get activated on this T side. Few more rounds in the face. Falcons just have what they saved. An AWP and some light upgrades as Spirit go for something standard, a set piece. Hey, Execute getting lined up here for Team Spirit. Falcons playing close with 4 players.
That's an opening for Monacy. Been getting avoided here on this CT half, but with a hero orb comes heroic moves. Nico with another, why not make it the double? Knife pulled, takes the risk, takes the chance. Have they given Shiro an opportunity with that ballsy move out of Monacy?
Certainly giving him an orb. No better gun for the job.
Wigan closes in. Seeming determined to try and have more impact is the Falcons captain. That is ludicrously quick. And so now the going gets tough for Nico. Health advantage, sure, but a Shiro that's well on his way to that B-bomb site and orb in the post is weapon of choice. This is far from an easy round. Arriving quickly, and that might be what's needed. Nico gets there just in time.
Unscope, he cleared it. He thought he had it. Falcons get saved by Monacy and Nico. The 2 superstars do what they do best, and that is win you rounds. 2 from Monacy, triple from Nico, and an absolute shutdown here from the Falcons on a low economy round. So quick, almost too quick to unscope in that 1v1. Five-round streak broken here by Falcons on low eco. What can they make with it?
See, 1 down range. Very much feeling inspired after that round prior. Been getting left out of the action, hasn't had a chance to play. This is Falcons trying to regain control over Mirage. And they do so by brawling, they do so by fighting, feeling that they've got the edge on Spirit in these heads-up engagements. Yasuke sitting back over towards the connector. Been a quiet start for this guy, and while Monacy and Nico have arrived, you're still waiting for him to get going. Other side of this smoke, there are a lot of crosshairs trained on this position. Magix leaves it to Chance. Chance is a fine thing indeed. He's out of there.
Can't hunt him down now. He has disappeared. Nico goes searching. He's at least going to clear mid, and that opens up a timing if he wants to take it. This is absolutely where Magix has gone, and so Falcons roll the dice. They opt to gamble. They trust in the flank from Nico, and Monacy moves into this site. No matter where Spirit go, they are running into a trap.
The moment you see that Monacy orb, you know you've been rumbled. Nico's backstab might just beat them to it. There's the orb firing off. Nico closing in. Nowhere left to hide for Spirit. Falcons take the lead.
What a beautiful move from Nico in the late round. just walks it right down under. Perfect flank, perfect read, and Nico has had one hell of a game here in this semi-final. Searching for that one lost trophy, the one that always eluded him.
You know, we say captains set the culture within a team, and I think this is Carrigan all over. The idea that he really does give his stars, and he's not shy of them, in this Falcons squad, a hell of a lot of room to play. Something he's always done. In fact, at his lowest moments, it's been where he's actually assumed more control and had to kind of over-micromanage. When you're dealing with veterans of the game, like Nico, prodigies in Monesi and Kiyosuke, and just captains players like Tess says, you've got a tremendous amount of faith in these individuals to make the right moves and react accordingly. That makes them very, very flexible indeed. Kiyosuke playing it forward. Awkward fight for him.
Shooting teammates.
Gives Nico a love tap back in the connector and dies after one. Round still hot, Spirit. A lot to play for here. Would love to split this half right down the middle.
He got us into overtime back on Anubis. Spirit searching for it. They're going to leave Zontix in a strong position. Still utilizing middle, coming up connected to near. Tessa's hiding out. Where has he gone? It's Nico who has to win these fights. Head on. Spirit coming through. Nico searching those kills, but they read it well. Don't discount the possibility behind that smoking. Carrigan might dive in front of the Molotov, but Shiro says not today. Tess says the only player remaining in this site, and they've got the spot as well. There is nowhere to hide as Shiro shoots him through default. Monesi, an impossibility in this 1v3.
Now through the window, but they're considering this, and with a miss from Monesi, Spirit hone in on this split half. Their major lifeline relies on a Mirage recovery. They go to the defense, their better half. A Spirit still in this thing.
once again, the first base is a Dren. He's going to hit the ground there. Oh, what a jumping double from Cole! What is going on right now? How does he do this? Cole is saving Luminosity with the Yawn play.
Well, yesterday was one of Counter-Strike's most chaotic days. Today, stories will be cemented here in the Cathedral of Counter-Strike, the Lanxess Arena, giving us two semi-finals. Furia already waiting for a BO5, and Falcons and Spirit surging for success. For Spirit, it's defending champions. For Falcons, it's reuniting of Nico and Karrigan, looking to do what they never could back in Boston. It's an even game. Safe to say, Spirit have woken up a bit, but Donk has still gone cold in this second map of Mirage.
Yeah, he has been a non-factor, never really given the room to play. The receiving end of all these spams, all the trickery out of the Falcons. An unlikely candidate sitting up top of the board. It's Karrigan holding that top spot. Nico there alongside him. The veterans performing on this all-important second map.
Donk has felt like a magnet for nades. Every HE thrown by Falcons landing on his head. It's now the time for him to change his fortune. Or is this just a bump in the road for Falcons on a glorious run to this grand final? Shiro rotates in. Donk is out of commission in this pistol. Falcons are lining up and execute.
Now going into a stack, 3 strong here for Team Spirit. So you really hope this is enough. Falcons' flawless pistol track record in this series. Is that about to change? Kiyasuke doesn't think so! 3 from him on the entries. Karrigan, lengthy fight up against Donk.
Good nade.
That nade might just decide it. Down to this, a 1v1. And the 2 generational talents ready to go blow for blow. Nico's got experience. Donk has raw speed. Lets the silence do the talking. Nico now with the spot. A pistol round that shapes the momentum of this charge for the finals. Nico's got it!
He always did. This is a destined head-to-head for Nico. 9 times in a row did him and m0NESY beat Donk. And while that only changed at the end of 2025, Nico is back on his BS, looking to send Donk another rung down. These are 2 players going head-to-head on big event MVPs. Nico holds 9, Donk holds 8. Trying to challenge Nico. Trying to take it away here in Cologne.
And look at Donk at the end of that round. He cannot believe it. He had Nico looking the wrong way. These are not mistakes you see out of a former world #1.
Donk, I mean, has broken every rule, every record. The most consistent player we've ever seen in the few years we've been watching him. And to see a game like this is uncanny. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. That could have been his way back into the match. MP7 out on shore side. They go spamming. Donk takes 1, but the entry still comes in. This B bomb site is under threat.
m0NESY offers up a double there from Catwalk before he's dealt with. Hit coming in over towards B, and Karrigan just skirts on by with that bomb in tow. That was really the best chance for Spirit if they wanted to make something of this force buy. AK now retrieved for Tania, sitting top of the board for Team Spirit. A guy that's been at the focal point, blamed for a lot of the problems, blamed for a lot of the shortcomings. Had some very quiet games here, and the clutch is handed off to him. Can he make something of this spam out of Karrigan? He says, not today. Force buy shut down, and so Falcons off to a rip-roaring start in this second half.
Doesn't it feel like destiny? Doesn't it feel like it's all there for the taking? You're getting a Spirit on a shaky day. You're getting Donk dead after 1. and you have won every single pistol. You have converted every single pistol in this series. Have Falcons, something that plagued them at the dawn of this roster. It was comedic how poor they were in what are supposed to be 50-50 rounds. Well, now they've won them all. Chasing that legacy. NiKo is having none of it.
I mean, when you talk about players with a point to prove at these majors, there is no better candidate than NiKo. Hold on a second. Dust2, can I give them a way out? Kyosuke is getting spammed down low. It's handed off to NiKo in this clutch. The right as you speak of the devil. He must appear. NiKo with one back. This was never supposed to be this close. They have demanded so much of NiKo to start this second half, from a clutch in the pistol, now asked to do it again. This won't be some big bombastic finish. NiKo's got to test his brain here, as this is a drawn-out 1v1. Saw him look comfortable to do so versus Donk, but this is Magic's the captain, the thinking man in Team Spirit. Footsteps heard, and that's all Magic's needs. But it's not the answer he was hoping for. Feels like now he's in the wrong position. NiKo trying to fake him out. Rifle retrieved for Magic's, as this is a tense moment. Magic's finishes! NiKo couldn't piece it together! And a smirk on his face, as Magic's knows that round can reignite the fires for Team Spirit.
That gives them an opportunity here. That gives them a chance. That breaks the money fully of Falcons after their pistol win. Magic's gets one up on the top performer in this map, and that has got to feel good with the rounds that NiKo has delivered here for Falcons. Magic stabilizes the game. Donk to his dying breath, cheering every round, cheering every teammate that has kept him in this series, trying to buy enough time for him to come alive in this semi-final. And this is when the stress hits, because suddenly it's an uphill battle. Money broken, 2 AKs adorn the Falcon. Spirit have economic advantage.
Don't really have the util to go for a drawn-out round here. So how punchy do Falcons try and make this? They send one of their rifles out with Tesses over here towards A. Kyosuke really trying to force this opening on the other end of the map, but he meets util head on. And that is an edge that Spirit will continue to have throughout this round. Putting all this pressure on early. Trying to draw as much as you can out of Team Spirit.
Trying to set up Donk. Cancel that. Double nays land on ramp. Falcons evading capture. Magic's, I mean, of all players in the playoffs, he has the highest successful flashes coming into the playoffs. Knows what it takes to set his team up for success, but in this round, he is on his own. He's missed a jump twice now. He needs to hold his position. Falcons are coming in. They have no util to stop him. He has nothing to stop them. It's coming down to gunfights in this B site, 2v5.
Footsteps now heard, and they know that hit's on its way. Tesses sent in first, NiKo dead. First set of openers go in the way of Spirit, and they'll continue to do so as it's only Modesty left. Only has this 1v1 available for a little moment. These rotates are on their way, so he's looking for it as fast as he can. Modesty with big damage, but the rotates arrive. No clutch today.
See how difficult it is to get out of the B apartments when you don't have a speck of util. Even a default site smoke does nothing to stop Team Spirit. Full vision and full faith in their crossfire, holding that site very strong indeed. Falcons 4 broken. Spirit, the lead is up for grabs. Better take it while you can.
They burn their timeouts very, very quickly, so going to use this as a chance just to talk things over are the Falcons. Because a big task in front of them is Spirit. Thanks to that clutch from Magix, converting upon it. Now in a powerful position on this CT half.
Yeah, who knows what these next few rounds will hold, but if Spirit were to win this map with the game we got out of Donk, with the 4-kill first half, with the whiffed pistol 1v1, you would bank on him winning every single time. If Spirit actually win this map, what does that even say about this team? The fact that they can do it together, so little reliance on their star, shows the evolution of this squad that we've been seeing from time and time, with Magix in this role, with Zontix back in the server, with Shiro step up on all guns, and Tanir led them through this T side to get here with so many multi-kills. Team Spirit, this one should be easy.
Chance at a mow down for Magix. Ugly here for Zontix, but
good molly.
We'll stop that bomb plant, and that's really what the Falcons were looking for in this round. No worries here. Cleanup crew is in.
Calm.
Spirit back in the lead, but for how long?
That's the million-dollar question here. Maybe Falcons have the answer. Rifles come back out. Monacy's AWP will be delayed, as Falcons are still reeling from their third round of this half. Back to mid control. Zontix makes a move, Shiro rather makes a move into ladder. Zontix on the A side for a change. He's going to support Donk in the connector. Two-man hold, looking to fight together, but that molly pushes Shiro back. Donk is on his own. He wants more.
That's the most terrifying factor right now, the idea that Donk can start rolling in this series. Oh, that all lines up! The stars align for Shiro! And this starts to feel decidedly different to that first half. Full control with the rifles. Tessez and Nico not together here in this 2v5. Tessez trying to open a back door, but this bomb is dropped. This bomb is loose out in middle.
Irretrievable.
How interested even are you? Tessez giving him a fight here. Zontix doesn't necessarily need to hang around and take this, but you know, if you get rid of him, round is dead. Nico still aggressing down through those lower tunnels, slowly closing in. There's 30 seconds left in this round. You almost have to win it to the kills at this point. Nico, that's clean, but he can't follow up. Donk gets the better of him. And Tessez was living on borrowed time throughout all of that round. 2 for Donk. Collateral out of Shiro proves to be more than enough.
Yeah, you could see the way in, but info was power there for Spirit. They had such powerful positions. They didn't have to commit to fight. Even if Donk dies there in middle, Zontix knows he can stop them picking up that bomb from the window position. Spirit set up very well in that 4v2. Thank you, Shiro and Donk. Those two finding 4 and shutting down the round here for Team Spirit. Much needed. Puts Falcons back with pistols. Pop out the ramp smoke. Bit of pace here for the Falcons. Shiro stems the bleeding.
Closing in, but Shiro just keeping them at arm's length this entire time. Anyone that's made it close to the spawn is on the receiving end of this AWP. Nico Deagle will not save them, and with Tessez brushed aside, Spirit are making moves towards a deciding map.
Donk's looking different. He's looking alive now, isn't he? These shots are connecting. He's converting a beautiful spray out in the open, trusting his aim. He's still got the confidence of the world's best rifler. And that can go a long way with skills like this. 11-8, quite the streak amassing here for Team Spirit. They say, Falcons, if you want those finals, you're going to have to come and get it.
Says here's that. Knows about an aggressive move here out of Spirit. More informed, thinks twice about going around that corner. Spirit aren't done making moves. This is more than just ramp aggression.
They just haven't played the B side in this half. In the last few rounds, Magix has shut it down, so they're just fine to leave a solo player in that position. Again, Zontix meanders over. Spirit have the right call. Can they connect the shots?
Everything on the timer of just waiting for these smokes to fade, but if Falcons do commit to this A play, they're going in into a Spirit stack. 30 seconds left on this round. Time is becoming a real problem here for the Falcons. Going to force them to commit, force them just to go in to uncharted waters, right in to this stack. Donk, only good for one. Tania's got their back, deals with Tesses on that backstab.
Stay alive.
Odyssey, locked in a fight over here, but that bomb's got to go down. He wins his on Shiro. Still bomb loose out in the open. No time for Monacy. No miracle, no angle to work. It's Team Spirit looking to run away with Mirage.
You can't vanquish this team. They look dead in the water. They look done on this stage. They look like they had nothing left, and Donk had 4 kills at halftime, but somehow Spirit are here. From 8-6 down on pistols, that clutch from Magix reignited Team Spirit. They have not lost a round since. Falcons banging their head up against the wall, stack after stack, successful for Team Spirit. And this might all be decided on Dust.
Suddenly that smirk from Magix at the end of his clutch gets a whole different meaning. He knew what they were capable of. And now they're going to come and challenge through the apartments. You know this guy can mow you down at this B-bomb site. And so Falcons think twice. They've got no other options here, though. The only path is the one right in front of them. Into the hailstorm from Magix.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm getting them all.
Nothing left in this for Monacy. Bomb lost. Magix on his way to an ace. And a Mirage that passed them by in an instant. From close and competitive to Spirit running away with it. And it all happened so fast. Feels only right that it starts with a Magix clutch. It ends with a Magix mowdown. And as soon as Monacy rounds this corner, he is a dead man. Team Spirit hold it together. They keep themselves afloat. Donk a non-factor in the start of this game, but individuals there keep it alive long enough to get back online.
You gotta kill the dragon while it sleeps. It is awake, it is roaring to life. Donk is coming back. Cologne, are you still with me?
And you couldn't pick a better battleground to end this series on. This is where Spirit have had some of the most stressful games in spite of a good track record. Matches that have gone the distance. Last 2 times it's cropped up. The Falcons also success found here on Dust2 at this major. For one of them, this will be the map that secures the final. The other, the resting place, the heartbreak, just a map away. Now, pistol rounds have not been the bread and butter of Team Spirit. They've lost every single one of them in this series. It's a track record they don't like. They don't want to keep up. Oh. And maybe, they've got a say in the matter. Jump up here as they find this 3-on-3. Drawn out fights, and that's exactly what Shiro wants, is a hop, skip, and a jump keeps him in this pistol round. Team Spirit finally finds success with the pistols at the most opportune of times.
Couldn't be a better time here for Team Spirit to show up. Shiro has just been sneakily sneaking up the scoreboard this entire series. That is a massive triple kill to open up this game for Team Spirit. Front runners indeed on their go-to map. A map that almost never lets them down. 20 wins to 3 losses this year alone. Falcons are rolling the ball up the hill. One wrong step and it will crush you.
Outside of the Monacy scout meant to make this exciting, but with an opener from Kiyosuke. A 5v4 for the Falcons. This is meant to be an open and shut case here. Just how weird can they make it? Shiro gonna thin the herd, no issues here. That scout will deliver one back, but how much more can Monacy really do? Looking for wins, apparently a hell of a lot! No way! Jump up, that seals the deal right into Zontix. Calm as ever.
Can't catch us off guard, can you? A little smile from Monacy, an excellent sequence of kills, keeping this game interesting. In the second round, it should have just been a sweep. Zontix makes sure that Spirit won't miss that opportunity to convert. They finally want a pistol. You better make the most of it. Jump too far, keep Spirit heads high. And full buy out for the Falcons. It's Carrigan who takes the hit.
Well, yeah, now you know you have a world of opportunity here in this first gun round, right? Chance to just level the playing field right away. Thanks to all that damage of the Monacy scout, you can make sure that even though he didn't win you the round, it's all not in vain. Those efforts can pay off in the long term.
Magic's locked in. Will be challenged late. Cat control taken. 2 long lurks. Can often catch you off guard. You might just find the first one, discount the second. Let's see if they go together. Carrigan's up short with that Tech 9. Mid to be feigned here by Falcons. Uncertainty for Spirit. Donk on A is a change.
Now his defense isn't budging. 3 strong out towards the A-bomb site. Magix has waited in this corner on his perch out towards long. From the very top of the round, gets out with a 1 and done, but now this becomes very awkward for these 2 players out on ramp. Tanir living on borrowed time, and Nico trying to end this with a backstab. Shiro left up at the end. Is this a risk he feels is worth the reward? He's very decisive in his move.
Carrigan's taking the space back, though. This is good timing for Carrigan. Either just getting the info and living is massive. Oh, he'll win the fight. No clutch today for Shiro. A very nice round out of Falcons, but I do feel like Spirit really missed the boat on that second long player, not reacting to the call. He was charging down on that long position. They both looked the wrong way. Only just saved on a trade. never needed to be that costly.
This is where that highly impactful scout round for Monacy can be so valuable. This next buy for Spirit is lacking almost everything. Only thing you've got to work with, this rifle on Donk, little helping of util for the rest of the team. But you're almost at the full mercy of the Falcons here. And so a chance at an early lead thanks to that earlier damage. Again, showing a keen interest out here on long. Whole host of players waiting out towards these doors.
Already noticing just in these couple of rounds Donk on A. This one, it makes sense, right? It's a hero rifle, it's in the right place, but I wonder how much Donk's position will adjust in this game. You expect him locking down middle and B. Are things changing in this game in front of our eyes? Donk looks to keep them on their toes, push back on the catwalk. Spirit takes space. These nades, long forgotten. Falcons are on A.
Donk going to arrive with that hero M4. Damage painted onto Carrigan. But only the one and done for Donk. It's Shiro's Deagle to maintain the advantage here. Right about him now, they're trying to walk on him. Tessez closing in, and pressure alleviated. Magic's trying to edge around the corner of this smoke, and that's exactly what Tessez wants. Eventually falls to him to get this bomb down. Zontix tries his hand at the jump shot, can't hack it, and now Magic's thrust into the clutch.
Feels
I just have to write it off.
Yeah.
Heads for the hills. And so Falcons, big opportunity, an early lead on Dust2 on the decider.
Yeah, Magic's may have won some phenomenal clutches in the Spirit jersey, but that gun can be more valuable in the next round. Falcons get Spirit out of position on that eco. And just walk that one in. Donk handed over the M4 immediately.
I mean, Magix has always had such an unshakable belief in Donk. Hard not to, I know, with the games he's given us since he exploded onto the scene, but this guy saw it all straight away. Realized he's capable of things other players simply aren't. And so no question, he throws that M4 over. Pointing it out, but Donk's been spotted in every one of these A-side takes for the Falcons, so this time switching it up, back to his usual tricks out here towards B. Zontix trying to set him up for an opening here, hoping for a trade. What if it's better than that? They catch Nico with util in hand. That's going to force Falcons to hit the go button on this A play. You can't wait too long, so you got to move in. Don't want to hemorrhage any more players. They get past Shiro with ease.
Perfect reaction. They see the rifle. They know that's all that Spirit have in this round. So let's just chase the USPs, get away from Donk, and get this bomb down. Falcons put themselves in position to close out this round, and Spirit have to ask the question, do we really want it that bad, or should we save our guns? Surely the latter, temptation of damage here for Spirit on the way out. Actan may as well go for it. Oh, wait, whoa, this happened so quick. Where did that come from? Spirit just killed everyone, but they don't have the time. They don't have the kids. 4 kills in an instant. But nothing is guaranteed. Falcons still win that round.
All the Falcons thinking, what a screenshot we just dodged. Lead taken, but you barely feel good about it. That Spirit keeping the pressure on. If damage was their goal, yeah, you feel a little sour. You never had a chance at the defuse, but my word, do you feel good with the results? Go fishing there for damage at the end.
All is fine, Carrigan reassures, but it won't be if they lose this round. Falcons' money dangles in the balance. Donk back on B. Shiro's orb finally. And he gets up on cap, but they're here as well. They haven't thrown the scaling nades. He might be surprised at the pace of these players. The tag goes through the wall. Falcons might just jump on this though. He's out of position, or rather perfectly placed, as Magic's nades land on the head of Falcons. It's such a quick reaction from the captain of Spirit that keeps them in this round. It was about to be Falcons running all over this A site.
Carrigan sees that molly into the door, feels like he's got a timing, but with a double swing, Spirit left nothing to chance. And you know the Shiro Warp is here, you know it's waiting for a chance to get involved. m0NESY not quick enough for the trade.
Why give him the fight?
Shiro's just playing to evade. You know how fast m0NESY is. Why make it easy? Why give him the chance?
Back door shut.
Zontic's here to try and stop this save. Knows that m0NESY wants to hold on to that orb. Isn't allowed by Team Spirit.
I mean, it's looking like a very different Spirit in this third map. They're making moves. Their util is landing. Players are sacrificing, flashing for each other. It's looking very, very clean right now for Spirits. Winning their first pistol. Falcons still finding 3 rounds. Spirit maximizing damage, putting them again on pistols. Everything's coming up, Team Spirits.
This is a...
Guys. Okay, we're gonna lock this off now, but we need to lock in now. Everyone lock in now, okay? We had our fun, a little bit face of premium.
All right, serious. Because Falcons are in a predicament. This force has come through.
Yeah, it's a wild force to go for, right? Even trusted a gun on a Kiyosuke. Carrigan even donned that scout, but wasn't able to find anything with it. Now it's handed off to m0NESY. You might be shocked at the presence of a buy here. And seeing that scout on Carrigan doesn't tell you a hell of a lot. Is the rifle still yet to play its hands? Shot for m0NESY, info gained. Donk realizes, doesn't have time to deploy util. These are pistols coming in quick. Doesn't make it any easier.
Oh no.
Zontic needs results because his team are falling like flies. Here they have a man trapped. They still can't get him. m0NESY with another. And so the risky force buy, a man down in it, 4v5 with the Falcons, and they pull through. This is just a nail-biter of a start. No one feeling comfortable yet at the dawn of Dust2.
Oh, no one is safe at any point in this game. Donk just gets run over there, perfectly placed flashbang, and you see there is just no room for error there in that B-bomb site. Zontic is getting played with by the Tunnels player and hunted down, even punished on the way out. They would have loved that AK. That feels entirely unnecessary here for Tania.
I mean, look, both these squads are doing it, right? They're both going for maximum damage in every one of these 1 rounds. Because this economy battle, it's very protracted, it's very drawn out, but whoever wins it gets off to this dream start on Dust2. We're 8 rounds in and no one's had that clear edge yet. No one's had that clear breakaway round, as both squads are trying to force it.
Ooh, quick out long. Magic's holding it. Donk in the pit, back to his position. As Spirit keep you guessing, you don't know where they're starting. What a time to change positions. In a semi-final of all places. Because if you try and avoid Donk, you don't know where he'll turn up. Positionless CT side here for Team Spirit, catching Falcons off guard. That was a chance, but it's wasted. Donk jumps on it, and m0NESY looks for another massive clutch the Falcons require.
Time is not yet the problem for m0NESY. Still has a lot to work with, but it's positions all across the map owned by Spirit right now.
Oh my
Here's that
goodness.
drop down.
Okay.
Fight forced for Zontix.
Crazy. That is crazy.
But a round all the same as these two squads still go blow for blow. Chance at another one of these forces if you wanted to rely on the hero gun again.
That might cut the mustard though, right? Would you really force here? You're going to have like 1 AK max. It's a mess for Falcons. Sure, they have players on low economy, but this is such a high-risk maneuver. This is going to keep digging the trench they're in. They've gone through it before, but this one's even worse.
At this point, you've kind of made your bed, right? You've set that standard that you're going to fight for the money. You're going to fight for the early control, and so they can't back down now. 9 rounds into the T side. They feel like they have to do this. They lose the hero gun to open things up.
There's a max damage nade as well.
Suke does not get away scot-free with the rifle. Again, a 4v5. Felt like a miracle last time they were able to pull this one off. Is it something you can replicate if you're the Falcons? Or is this Spirit finally taking that edge?
Zontix jiggling, he's got nades to block this B site. Nico Deagle will not connect. Kiyosuke still holding this AK on half health. And Falcons thrust into what feels like an impossible situation. Man down, couple of smokes remaining. No control of the map, just middle. Spirit don't buy it. They see that mid to be smoked, nothing follows. Carrigan hangs around as they go back to long. Shiro, surely this opening shot is his. He's
Yasuke right into that orb. And a round that's going nowhere quickly. If kills don't suddenly amount for the Falcons, you've got multiple pairs of eyes staring back at you on this long cross, and that's too much to ask. A shutdown, convincingly so. If all this has been the battle for the wallet, control over the money, Spirit just won it out with that round there.
Yeah, that is a breakthrough round at this point of the game. Falcons have 2K a player, they have minimal loss bonus, they have no damage in the last round against Spirit. They don't have them in any threats. And so Falcons just have to sit in it. It's a perfect time for a timeout from Zonic. But at this point, Spirit are surging ahead in this semi-final on their home map. 20-3 in 2026. Not much worse last year either. That sinking feeling of acceptance for Falcons, just having to sit back in this round, chat it out.
There's just such a threat about losing out on this money so late in the half. You know, you have one more buy round. If you don't win that, you're taking a force into round 12. You're looking at an 8-4 lead for Team Spirit. There's a tremendous amount of pressure, of weight on this next rifle round for the Falcons. Don't want to feel like you gave it all away, chasing the dragon. Here it's just pistols. Chance for Tanier to feast. It's a little labored, but he's got Shiro close by, so no worries here.
He gets his one, Shiro gets his triple. Lockdown on long. Team Spirit a step closer to their chance to defend a title here in Cologne. Team that have had their own major woes. Frustratingly close game against Vitality back in Budapest in that semi-final. A disappointing outing in Austin following from their Shanghai victory. Rob said Cologne is that only trophy he hasn't won twice. Well, Spirit feeling a similar way. This round makes all the difference.
Yeah, this is the one for all the marbles. Chance for Spirit just to take a super commanding lead, feel mega comfortable. For Falcons, this round is their way out of this nightmare. Donk gonna open to near with another 3v5, Spirit in full control. And there's not a single pressure point left. They fade away. The gamble right now is Nico out in this B site, trying to keep the round alive. He's got the taps to back it up. Has Nico just saved them with these entries? Donk arrives right when he's supposed to. And now ready at the window. Kiyosuke in the site trying to hold on as m0NESY makes his way over. On planted, does Donk decide to go? They're gonna wait, they're gonna hold off on this retake because Shiro's a long way away. They don't want to jump the gun here. The only advantage they have is this man advantage. B site, infamously hard to retake.
Trade the flash, send Donk in. Flank coming in.
Window held. m0NESY with eyes on it. They hear the tunnels player. Kiyosuke gets his. m0NESY with the transfer! And in this all-important round, it is the stars of the Falcons that keep them in it.
And Donk says, I left B for this. He started cat, he found Carrigan. Nico walked through a lurk smoke. He saw the gap. He saw the bigger picture. He knew the only way in. Nico on the extremity and an extremely important round delivered by the Kovac. He opens the door and m0NESY slams it shut in Spirit's face.
When Nico from bottom of the board gives you a 2K like that to reignite a must-win 3v5, you can't fail to capitalize. Now they get a bit of wind in their sails, chance to puff their chest out. 4v4 here with Tania reclaiming one. And their eyes firmly fixed on no place but B.
Oh dear.
Donk dead, leaves Zontix here alone. Kiyosuke providing the openers. Doesn't feel like his job is done. Tania fast through the tunnels. There's a spot for m0NESY. That smoke causes a whole host of problems.
Donk's
You can't wait.
Donk's head in hands. That smoke comes down. You see him on the camera. He puts his head in his hands. He knows this is impossible. You can't win this retake. You are blocked by 3 smokes.
You've got to hope for a major failure of protocol, a major individual step up. Magix and Tania start to claw their way back into this. This was meant to be an impossible round. Kiyosuke's dead. It's so close. But Team Spirit, with milliseconds, the difference somehow pulled through. Donk had given up. He thought that round was over. And yet somehow, someway, Spirit prevailed.
And there's the flash, that's going to catch Crims out, they're going to push on through, MBK gets one, but Crims with a spray down, he gets himself the triple, and Fnatic are not done yet.
Can you believe it?
A sinking feeling for the Falcons, a position Nico and m0NESY are all too familiar with. This duo semi-finals has been the height, and with Spirit holding a lead, playing as close to positionless CS as you've ever seen, Donk roaming around the map. It's a style that was always hypothesized, rarely put into practice. Bringing this out now in a major semi-final took serious balls.
Yeah, you could feel the Falcons didn't want to just go for the B-slam after B-slam that so many teams do. They felt like Donk was there every time. He was not. He was everywhere. Cat, lower, long, B. Donk, a nightmare for Falcons. Shiro and Tanir dependable upon this third map, and now Falcons must play their best half yet.
Until Dust2 started, they had every single pistol in this series to fall back on. Spirit finally bucked that trend here at the dawn of Dust2. This could be your lifeline if you're the Falcons. You want all the others, but this one matters most. m0NESY, backstab, tears through Team Spirit. Zontic's clutch, they're demanding a hell of a lot, and he can't manage it. Falcons close in, and with that, a lifeline has been presented.
They look dismayed at halftime. They look defeated. That will invite a new energy into this second half, and a new task for Magix to call his way out of this game again. So many rounds. Is this major run for Spirit? Stage 2, they lost 10 rounds in 3 matches. Ever since that point, it has been overtimes, it has been third maps, it has been never-ending games. Magix has really been put through the ringer at this major. Time and time again, held his head high. Kept them in Mirage. And a Dust2 that feels destined to go the distance to find our grand finalist.
You're looking at the Falcon squad right now. You're loving what Kyosuke and m0NESY are bringing to the table, but a curse has hung over Nico at these majors for the longest of times. In the beginning, it's that he couldn't lift the trophies, had 2 stabs at it in finals, but as time's gone on, that curse has gotten worse. It's been semis at best.
Copenhagen to Shanghai. Felt favored.
So you don't want him quiet here in the deciding map. Chance for a shutdown up against the pistols just to build a bit of confidence up. Nice for Tesses, who has been quiet here on map 3. A tie game now, that pistol providing a way back in for the Falcons. But in come the guns for Team Spirit. This is what they've been waiting for. No risky force, no fight for early control. Only AWP in the server right now belongs to m0NESY. Shiro doesn't get to don his yet.
Yeah, almost 60% of the rounds Team Spirit win on this map are off the back of a T side. So in the perfect place, you'd like to think. This presence is all but a ruse. With Tanir and Zontix holding the tunnels. That is the way back in. Donk doing a lot, throwing all the util, getting them up catwalk. Magix keeps it coming, but Falcons are boosting up behind the smoke. He saw something on that jump. Danger, danger for Nico as he's felled by Magix. B-hit coming in.
Get all that info, feel like they're out of position. You go quickly, Kyosuke, next man to rotate over. He can't find a thing!
So messy.
Carrigan dead, m0NESY thinking about saving, and even that door might get closed right here. Shiro gets his AWP, Spirit get their lead.
everything away, every advantage, every gun, every shred from the Falcons. Donk double entry, straight to the head of Kiyosuke. And of course, Shiro finds his orb. As Falcons can feel it slipping through their fingers, more pistols in play.
This gap is going to get wider. The task in front of the Falcons is going to get harder. As Spirit go from strength to strength on a comfortable half, on a comfortable map. No resistance here as this stack looks to get dodged. Still a world this ends in a mid to be. Maybe if Nico can hold his own, stop Magic's. They're already out over towards middle. This is nothing more than a ruse from the captain right now. There's a shot for Kiyosuke. Nico's up and left, so Magic's has a lot of room out of the catwalk, and they're going to start to reconsider. They're looking to dodge the stack right now. Another good move from Magic's in this mid-round. Nico is the only point of resistance, and he's been spotted, locked in a duel he didn't want to take. Rifles retrieved, but Spirit try and force this advantage. Bomb now planted. He's back into a 3-on-3. Nades find Carrigan as he arrives on shore, and so the prospect of going for this out the window with that kill. Spirit dodged the stack, Spirit dodged the danger, and continue homing in on these grand finals.
It really is just fun to watch Magic's move on these T sides. He's so often putting himself in the most important position, finding these gaps, going on little lugs. Look at that Mirage round yesterday, a set call that we've seen Spirit even run a couple of times at this major, where he just rotates off of a ramp with a bomb and walks into an MTB bomb site. He is fine to put himself in those pivotal positions, and he finds a gap in this round again. B-stack avoided. Beautiful dig shot for Kiyosuke, but it matters not. As Falcons are out-positioned on their eco. They look to Zonic for answers again. Another rifle round, another chance. Spirit do it all with no one looking over their shoulder.
We're just running out of time. That clock is ticking down. If Falcons do want to recover this. The Spirit feel like they're only picking up momentum. Nico's still sitting bottom of the board for the Falcons. Yet to really find his place in this game. Had that one lurk out towards B. But you've been looking at the young guns to be the difference makers. Kiyosuke with an opening. Feeling that pressure to perform, forcing these fights out through middle. Nico wrapping back long side. They missed this timing on Tania. Now he can sit here. He can be very, very patient because the bulk of this hit is coming in on the catwalk. You can wait for them to go first, and you're going to be in a power position to try and shut down this long side.
Oh, no, Carrigan.
Not aware about this cross. He's going to walk right into Tania's crosshair. And he plays the trigger discipline. Doesn't just want the one. Worried that swell from the crowd could have given something away. He takes his freebie. Honestly, never saw them crossing. And Nico now in a world of hurt. Yasuke trying to close in up the ramp side, drop on them! And now left to Shiro. You weren't expecting it to go this wrong if you're Team Spirit. You thought you had Falcons right where you wanted them. 3 players in this site. Tap on that bomb, forces a swing, and each missed shot gonna cost you dearly. Shiro won't get them off that defuse in time. Falcons are able to recover with a huge helping hand from Kyosuke. This kid trying to move mountains to keep Falcons in contention for those finals.
He feels the burden of responsibility, and boy is he delivering, forcing so many engagements on this CT side, putting himself into positions to succeed. Kyosuke right there when Falcons need him. Keep them neck and neck with Team Spirit in this game. What a monumental step up for a young player on only his second major stage. Rivaling Spirit's best. Kyosuke leans back into that B-bomb site. Spirit get their mid-control they bargained for. Smoke to put out a pre-Molotov, but Magix goes for the jiggle and Monacy forces shot. That's all Magix wanted. Push that all back. The pressure on this A site as Spirit eye up a different destination.
Magix has read the setup like a book in this round. He was ready for everything, ready for the AWP, ready for the nade. He knew the protocols, he knew what was going to happen. And now likely aware that the stack for the Falcons is on the other end of the map.
Still, Kyosuke is in position.
Damage done, big damage of that. Kyosuke, the walking wounded, 9 HP. Now you need a bit of help from Tesses. More than one, feels like it's enough. They stop this spillover through the B site. And with the momentum sucked clean out of Spirit, nowhere safe to turn, Falcons tie it up.
Resilience we have not seen from any other Falcons roster. Still, they keep themselves in this semi-final. Unbelievable. A missed opportunity for Kyosuke, and it matters not. Tesses is that rock in this B-bomb site.
Just a captain's player through and through, right? Having to try and be that safe pair of hands where everyone else gets a bit more freedom. He does not.
Carrigan's got to give it up. He doesn't want to, but that smoke missed, so Tanir can just walk outdoors here. They've got a corner smoke. Spirit have some support to get into position. This is not what Falcons bargained for, considering the retake utility. But Spirit are already out and about, going around at long.
You still don't have any answers here, right? You don't really know if this was all a ruse out towards long, and they've thrown in this retake util. Looks like they want to try and fight for it. This round decided on a skirmish at long. There's that molly, traps a player, but Tanir moves forward. Nico with the first, can't afford to just be a one and done. The aim is shaky. Monacy does what he can.
Op's got a gun.
The shot, now they're closing in. Tech9's getting closer. Monacy provides. Still Donk is armed, and where Donk is armed, he's dangerous. They're so focused on long right now. And with Donk hitting shots like that, a dream round in front of Spirit, only one player left. He's gonna try and challenge. Doesn't know where Shiro is in any of this round.
He wouldn't, would he?
Walk in that smoke. Would it be a death sentence? Tess says nails the first, now he hears the footsteps. Is he really here to bail Falcons out? The Renaissance on the line! Falcons in the lead!
Spirit had everything going for them. A hero rifle, put them in contention. Donk thrust them into the limelight, and still Tesses, the rock Spirit's world. 10 rounds now to the Falcons. This felt like this had slipped through their fingers. Again, they keep them coming. 3 rounds in a row, Spirit up the pace.
They felt like they found their pressure point, right? They like the results out here towards long. So they go and take this space early. They're not worried about the resistance from Carrigan nor Nico in this position. And so a foothold already taken. Bomb still with Shiro. Links back up with Zontix over here at B. And Magic sends the rest of his team away. Only one player here for the Falcons, while Magix puts the pressure on the other side of the map.
Well, Tess says, you have showed up when the Falcons need you. But is this one asking too much? As Magix fakes the long side, a 1v4 on this site. Donk coming in for the kill.
Great timing on the smoke drop, but they're coming right through that. Tesses in hot water. And Donk is quick to close in. Backstab opportunity now for Magix. Went from selling this lurk, potentially doing big damage. Carrigan's coming through. Carrigan's coming through. Oh man! What a roller coaster! And we're still not off this wild ride. And Shiro and Magix. Oh! Now just Shiro. Makes it across, but there's an enemy in the sight. He's nowhere. Nico shuts it down. Carrigan's on his feet. Falcons are closing in.
Carrigan has just saved the game with a heroic individual play. Magix makes the perfect call. And Carrigan throws caution to the wind. Chaos through the smoke. The Danish captain bails Falcons out. Is that the round?
Spirit cannot believe what they just saw. They cannot believe that's the round that might have cost them everything. They picked the right bomb site, the lurk had its desired effect, and a hero play from Carrigan has put Falcons within touching distance of those finals.
Oh, it would be so Spirit just to punch a pistol round in this B bomb site and pick it up, wouldn't it? Is the firepower there? Can they break through?
Kiyosuke here this time, tries to fade away into the smoke, in behind it, but can't find a thing.
There it is!
Pistols with all the entries. Nico makes his way over, but he's the only guy fighting for this. No one else is nearby. He just gives it all away. Save called. Falcons have to write it off. Team Spirit with an instant bounce back.
Just a middle finger in your face. Team Spirit still here, surging towards that grand final. Unbelievable. It was their only option. A required entry. Spirit run it through that B site. They come hunting for guns. Slowly moving in, knowing taking this orb out is something that Falcons may not be able to afford. Carrigan holds the line. Shots connect. Monacy just needs to live, and he can't even do that. Donk drops that, takes it for himself. And Team Spirit around behind. There is more twists and turns in this semi-final.
Not saving those guns has cost you a buy. Monacy had a lot of extra money though, so you come into this with one thing and one thing only. It's Monacy on a hero AWP. Posted and waiting for a mid-peak that Shiro will not give him. This is a weapon that Spirit think they removed. They don't know exactly the money on Falcons. I don't know if they're aware that Monacy has this AWP in this round. How much difference can one man, one gun make?
If you find it, you can avoid it. As long as Spirit don't get that information too late in the round, if they see it on the long cross, they can bail back to a mid to B. They know they have advantage. We saw Falcons do similar things when they found Doc's position. Team Spirit, do they only find out when it's already too late, when they're committed with this execute, stacking this site? Team Spirit coming in. Monacy, these are not easy shots, especially not with smokes and flashes in your face, but he has got to do it. That's what he's here for.
Tries to get across. He's picked his position. There's no second guessing it now. This is gonna be all Monacy. First shot connects, but that's gonna be a sign of things to come. Spirit making their move, closing in, and now he's feeling the pressure. Another miss for Monacy. Won't be able to make up for it. Third miss, and that's it. Team Spirit go right into the belly of the beast, and they live to tell the tale.
Everybody home, and Spirit evict them one by one. This game has given so much, and can you believe it's going to come down to these final 2 rounds? Two teams demanding, deserving of that final, but only room for one. Whose destiny will it be? Is NiKo fated to never find that major trophy? Can karrigan drag them all the way? Will Spirit defend their title? Our answers are right in front of us.
Pressure hits harder for the Falcons right now because they are all in. This is all their money. If they lose this, they are broke. Spirit have a chance to close, and there would be nothing in it for the Falcons, fighting back with pistols. And so if you want that nice, easy route at the end of a brutal best of 3, win this round, Team Spirit. Magix has called an absolute blinder. He's been keeping pace with karrigan, a veteran IGL. One of the most revered captains in this space. This is Magix's first outing as a captain at a major. And so he has to do his best call yet. Any trick up your sleeve. Any round that just feels comfortable, feels right. This is the test. This is the time.
First look plays. Tanir gets his entry. Long locked off. Monacy, he can make up for it. He has to make up for it. On his own in this site, NiKo not far away as Spirit erupt.
Full blind, they've already crossed. Monacy able to adjust. How many can he take with him? There's the help from NiKo. Oh, Monacy! Shaped it all. Monacy is in an uncomfortable spot every step of the way.
But until that server is shut down, you are not safe. Your job is not done. Spirit, bring the pace again.
They try and end this with a very fast pace. They're looking for overtime. And they go quickly out to these long doors. They have no position anywhere else on the map.
It's all or nothing.
And that's Falcons discovering this right now. They have cleared the tunnels. They know where Spirit are. Look at the call, look at the reinforcements. 4 strong out towards this A-bomb site as Spirit are closing in.
Falcons could not have more info.
This is the best chance you've ever had since being on this roster. at making the finals, stack in the right place. Now it's down to the shots. Monacy gets rid of Donk. Spirit's big name won't play in round 24. Nico battling through the Molotovs. And from down bottom of the board, he's just put up a big double. But the job's not done. It's handed off now to Kyosuke. The man that Spirit once owned. They give up to the Falcons, they hand them a loaded gun, and they take it away! Team Spirit! Breakthrough! Overtime secured! The game that kept
on giving! Across every map of this series, not a second of certainty, not a single guarantee, no advantage too much. We wait for our answers. Spirit's resilience. It is unshakable, it is unquestionable. Hundreds of rounds of play across just a few BO3s. Spirit have got a few more in them. Honestly pressured on this B site, tries to escape. Donk does not finish his job. It's a 5v4 for Falcons in round 25. Monacy's position known. Does that send you elsewhere or into this B site? A site you know is not stacked.
It's the call from Spawn. They wanted to end up this way. They had Zontix here earlier, fell prey to that Monacy orb. This is where it was always destined to go for Team Spirit. They know about the AWP. Monacy tries to drop into the site, but that molly forces him to concede position.
It's getting closer. They wait.
As Tania closes in, backstab for Kyosuke, gets rid of that flank. Now this setup, meant to put this down. Magix has kept them in the conversation. Magix has kept them in this. And to death by flying Kyosuke, and Shiro shot out of it.
Hardest side to retake. Falcons do not let it get that far. They keep the pressure on in that B bomb site. While Spirit try to set positions, Falcons uproot them. First round of overtime in their pocket. Such important cover from Kyosuke.
If he doesn't get that, Tania has a double right there. They are side by side, rubbing shoulders at the car. That is a Spirit round through and through. And so Falcons try and pull a bit of a bluff here. They feel like after that result over at B, there's no way that Spirit go back to it.
Still a very quiet map. Are they going to start scrambling back? Kyosuke moving from that long position. He is trying to cross back. It's too late. Spirit are jumping the gun.
No time for util, no time to think. You don't get a moment of respite at this solo B defender. Nades find Donk. That's how they lose the point, man.
They go.
And Nico's looking to come through. Flashbang out of his team, send him into the site. It all slows, but only for a moment. Shiro posted, dead. Kyosuke, relentless aggression. And the rest of the Falcons don't follow through. He's done enough. Monacy and Carrigan, they've got one kill between them and a streak of rounds in this overtime. They decide to make this next move very carefully. And that has given time to Tania.
Is he cooking or is he burning the dish? Back to check tunnels, recommit to B. It's not a flank round the world for Tania. He wants to play this site out, but that smoke fades. Carrigan's sightline opens. Saw some AWPing from him on Anubis. Gonna have to pull that back. Tania could initiate. Time is not on his side. He is running out of options.
Now they know, and they're gonna play quickly here. Straight through those doors, facing him together. Missed shot from Carrigan, but so much has to go right. And with Tania falling short, Falcons chain together rounds in overtime. Monacy and Carrigan hold their composure. And now Spirit arrive at this third in OT with a broken bite. On-Plant goes some way to leveling that out, but this is a golden opportunity for the Falcons to go flawless.
And sure, Spirit won their own shocking retake of this B bomb site at the end of the first half of regulation, but Falcons know the answer to these B hits. It's not let them get to post plants. It's not let them get comfortable in B. Every time Spirit have gone for these B pops, if Falcons have players nearby, they will charge window, they will charge door, they keep the pressure on. This team is playing aggressive. They are playing to win. Another move made, Kiyosuke in lower. Monacy stays aggressive with him, side by side.
Oh, missed shot, but no punish. Just doesn't leave Kiyosuke in a bit of a vulnerable spot, so does well to get out of there.
Oh dear.
Everyone's so tense here. Falcons know the chance in front of them, the idea that you could go flawless on the half, give yourself so many opportunities to close this, that's massive. For Spirit feeling like they need anything to hold on to.
Rico's in a perfect position here. But actually, it might go back. Zontigs re-enters a tunnel. Spirit sign up for a mid to B, and Kiyosuke again called into question. Him and Tess says on this B-bomb site against the entirety of Spirit. Spirit needing a single round in this half of overtime.
Nico spam connects. So already a man down. You're starting this B takeoff on shaky ground. Kiyosuke able to withstand. More than that, what if he thrives? Magix, he's had some unbelievable rounds, but this is feeling like one step too far. Monacy puts him down. Falcons go flawless. 3 opportunities, 3 swings at those finals.
How many will be enough for the Falcons? This is their chance, this is their destiny, this is their opportunity. And it is in their hands. A Carrigan T-side half. A chance to call these superstars over the line. Something Falcons could never do. A team with an empty trophy cabinet. A team with a checkbook out of pages. But was it money well spent? Spirit have shown unshakable resilience across the major. This feels like a bridge too far. "15,000 people, you can hear the pin drop as everyone waits on the opening frag."
That flash signals the go-ahead. That flash signals the push. They're coming to donk on his bomb site. Gotta put up numbers.
Oh!
Nothing found on this B-hole.
Surely that's it!
And the promise of those finals might finally be delivered. They are right there. Spirit out of time. Spirit out of chances. The hardest retake in Counter-Strike. That's what's in front of them. And as Falcons wait, they rub their hands together. Years in the making, years in the waiting. This is their moment. Those finals are right there, and you've just got to reach out and grab it. There's the killing blow. And Falcons reach new heights. Never before seen with this roster. A fairy tale run. They beat the world #1. They beat the heavy hitting team Spirit. They defy every